Hello, fellow travelers.
Hello,
It's Neil here,
and I'm Kimberly.
and this is To
To
Travel
Travel
and
and Tour
Tour
TV.
TV Night Owl Edition.
Yes, it is.
So it is Friday night. That means that the weekend has begun. You were saying?
You're loud again.
Well, yeah, it's Friday night.
You're all excited,
Yes, I don't have to work tomorrow.
which is good.
Yeah. So let's see here.
Who's
Who's
all
all in the
here?
chat? I mean, granted, I don't need to worry about having to wear a hairband, but
Nope.
there's still a nice amount of people already here. So I see Anthony Simone, first one in the house. Welcome in,
Hello.
Anthony. That's great. And here, one of our most loyal friends, Verna B. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Big shout out to you. I see Darian here, Germany Travel Personal Guide. Welcome in, Darian, our Germany fan. And here, our own Minister of Demographics, Malcolm Hogan, is in the house too.
Welcome, Malcolm.
That's great. That's great. Always good to know that we are going to be able to
Thanks
keep.
for the update.
Yes, that we're going to keep track today once again about the amount of nationalities that have been. Oh yeah, countries that have been represented in our chat. Anne Handley is here too. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Anne.
Just stopped in for a visit. Hey, Anne, always good to
We'd
see
love
you.
to have you visit.
Rafael, you crazy Spaniard. What did I tell you? You should be enjoying some quality time with your wife right now. And yes, there is no 50 people here, so I don't need to worry. Haha. There we go. Verna, just stopping by with a different account. That's great. All right. Susan Morton in the
Hello,
house too.
Susan.
Welcome in, Susan, on this nice Friday night. I see Anthony Simone stays hopeful about the hair, but he says maybe Wednesday. And Hanley, it looks like she already forgot about the headband, and Neil will be happy. Yeah, look at this smile here. Look at this smile here. Can't you tell? All right. Let's see. Malcolm saying 9 waiting, 9 likes, 33 proxy votes with me, so that make over 50. You wish, Malcolm, you wish. And I see Richie and Vanessa is in the house as well.
How are you?
Welcome in, guys. Always fantastic to have you with us here. And I see our own Margaret is in the
Hi,
house
Margaret.
too. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Aimlessly drifting, finally made it. That is fantastic.
Welcome.
Welcome in, guys.
Glad you're here.
That is awesome. A big shout out to you. And please tell our Minister of Demographics, Malcolm
Where are you
Hogan,
from?
where you're from. He's going to keep score of the countries represented tonight in our live stream. And look who's joined us as well.
Hi, Emily.
Emily has joined us as well. That's great. Welcome in. Pam and Rich have also joined the conversation tonight, the Night Owl Edition. Welcome in, guys. Always great to have you with us.
Thanks for posting the picture.
Yes.
The yellow looks great.
It does. It does, for
Yeah.
sure. I agree. And for those of you who are not aware, a while back when we hit the magical 1K friends on YouTube, we did a little giveaway, which ultimately was won by Voyages and Vacations with Pam and Rich.
Yeah.
And so Rich received his shirt and ended up posting a picture of it
Which was
on
great.
the Facebook. Which, yeah, that's fantastic. We like seeing things like that. And Handley greeting us. That is great. And look who's here as well. Our Disney fan Rachel. Hello, my party people. Pray the internet works the whole stream. Yes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be
If we
nice?
disappear, hopefully we'll be back.
Yes. Just for the record, if that indeed does end up happening again, I mean, it is Comcast, so you never quite know.
But the thing is
We are going to try to get back.
Why does it do it on the Night Owl Edition and not on the normal Wednesday?
Well, it seems like
You'd think the internet would be busier on a Wednesday during business hours than now.
But what if they do maintenance during the night?
Maybe.
There is that. And knowing Comcast, there is a lot of maintenance to be done.
If you haven't said hello, please do so. Put a little note in there so that we can greet you, because we want to say hi to everyone who's here.
Absolutely, absolutely. For those of you new to this live stream, this is an interactive live stream. So that means that we are not just going to sit here and rattle off stories continuously and just make it one way, and you're just sitting there listening till you finally fall asleep. we want you to be part of the conversation.
Yes.
So if there's anything travel you wish to share with us, any experiences you had, any vacations you plan on going, anything at all, do share with us, please. And that way we're going to have a nice conversation about it. Let's see, I see some meetings and greetings here. Anthony is saying, for the information, Kim, I start my TA training on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m.
Wonderful. Good for you.
Anthony Simone, who's also on the road to become a travel agent. Let's see. Oh, especially if you have a nice stand. Yeah,
the yellow is
yeah,
good.
The yellow works with that. Yeah.
Hi, Papa.
Who's in here?
Verna.
Verna's in. Oh,
And
yeah,
Papa.
we knew that. Papa Mozo in the house. Buonasera, amici. Papa Mozo, buonasera, buonasera. Always good to have you in here, my friend. Verna B is going all out tonight with all the accounts she has.
She was trying to get you that headband, is what she was trying to do.
Yeah, probably. Speaking of which, Margaret is saying here the headband gods get angry when Neil doesn't wear one and they are sabotaging your internet. I think Margaret is setting the tone for this Friday night here. That's great. Hey, look who's joined us as well from the RV community. Runaway RV nesters, who have become a very loyal family member of our community.
Yes, we're so glad you're with us.
That's fantastic. And here, all the way from the land down under, Australia.
I'm sorry. We didn't get to their life. By the time we got home from work and by the time we ate, it was pretty much hurry up and try to get ready to get onto our live. And I do apologize. I normally have it up while we're doing those things, but it just didn't happen tonight, and I do apologize.
Nevertheless, guys, welcome in. Malcolm, you do need to add the Aussies to the list.
Yes.
Just like I'm sure you have noticed, Verna B, who's from the Philippines, so we can already add the United States, Australia, New Zealand, and the Philippines to the list right off the bat. So that is fantastic. So we're doing great, Verna. How about yourself? How's your day been? And are you going to do anything nice in the weekend? I see we are up to 20 people already.
20.
Oh, that's going to make for some nice conversations, no doubt. Runaway RV nesters are saying headband night. Well,
there wasn't 50 people.
Not tonight, but at some point down the road, who knows?
Megan!
Is Megan in the house? Yes. Megan is in the house. Yes, she is. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to see you here in this Night Owl edition of our live stream. That's great. Verna's asking if she can drop a link. Sure, go ahead, Verna. Rachel saying, wait, how many more watch hours do you need till we can super chat? Well, we are at about 1,300 out of 4,000, so the road is still pretty long.
Yeah, we don't have the super chat, but we do have a PayPal.
Yeah, but that's entirely up to you. We don't advertise it too much because that's going to get annoying.
Yeah.
But for those of you who are interested,
you ask, it is there.
Let's see here. Megan saying, cheers, guys. Nice, nice, nice. Emily, hashtag make Neil wear a headband. Yeah, wouldn't you want to see that? Nice. So what is Darian saying here? Due to the extended travel ban in Germany, I had to rebook my August trip. I'm all rebooked now for September 2020. Okay, so basically your trip just got postponed by 1 month. That's not too bad.
Hopefully it'll go.
Yeah, and I always say it's always better to postpone rather than to cancel altogether. So I'd consider this to be good news. Let's see, Rachel loves Disney. Yeah, I would also like to see me wear the headbands. What did you guys start? And it's all your fault.
It's not my fault. I just wore a headband.
Who came even up with that?
I bought these headbands because these are the kind that you can wear like a little hat, and you can also wear them as a mask for when you go out. So they're multifunctional. So I bought a bunch of them, and I just wore them because, well, I'm not getting my hair done until tomorrow, and my hair's been a disaster.
Wait a minute. You bought a bunch of them. What's that supposed to mean?
That I can wear them on my head or on my face, or you can wear them on your face because you like these as a mask.
Well, as a mask, but not as a hairband.
Well,
I
The
think
way
you knew
your
about
hair
this a
looked
long time
today. The
ago.
way your hair looked today.
That was my apocalypse hair look. It's
Yeah.
the
You
apocalypse.
better make yourself an appointment.
I know, I should. I will at some point. What's Anthony Simone saying here? After my training, I will become a TA. I will be an official TA, just like Kim. Yes, that's right. Kimberly is a travel agent as well. Down on the cruises saying, I knew you were here in spirit.
Yes.
Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are. I see some meetings and some greetings
Okay.
here. That's always good. And Verna is saying here that she's planning to go out this weekend. Ah, nice. Grabbing
I
a
hope you have
few
a good
drinks
weekend.
and doing some walking. That's good. Nice. Always good to do something on your weekend rather than just sitting at home doing nothing. Although sometimes that
So
can
what
be
are we
nice
gonna
too.
do?
Sit at home and work on the channel.
Yeah.
Darian greeting everyone here. Malcolm saying 20 watching, 11 likes already. All right, that's going in the right direction. Hey, I see Spiker's Crazy Adventures joined us.
Hi.
Welcome in, guys. And hey, nice live stream you had earlier tonight together with Ronnie and Alma. That was great. Oh, wow, look here. New York City rocks.
You hit a big number, didn't you?
Yeah, oh, they did. That's right.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
What was it, like 10,000?
I think they hit 10,000 friends on YouTube.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not yet acquainted with NYC Rocks,
They do rock.
they do rock, absolutely. From New York City, fantastic people. We once did a collab with them. Remember when we
Yeah,
did?
they put that together
Yeah.
when we first started, the whole apocalypse stay in the house.
Yeah, basically as how shall I put it? A comforting shoulder for those who needed it and are in dire need to travel. And it was Marilyn from NYC Rocks who put it all together.
She did a beautiful job
She
on that.
did fantastic. So for those of you not yet connected with them, please make sure you fix that. Let's see here. What else am I seeing? Oh, there's a lot of comments here.
He's scanning and scanning and scanning, and I can't see anything.
Oh yeah. Verna B, as always, playing our videos. That's great. Thank you. Verna saying how to get more saging in easy way. Okay, there you go. Thank you for that, Verna. Rachel saying, okay, I was just wondering, you never know, but Papamoso might super chat or pay. Papamoso is incredibly generous indeed. Yeah. He actually got a T-shirt off of us of our shop, so.
And he's going to wear a different one each day on the group
he has already been supporting us. And they're asking how we are doing. NYC Rocks Title. We're doing great.
Well.
It's the weekend. We're off tomorrow, so yeah, we're doing great. Thank you so much.
And we just started organizing a group cruise.
Yes, we did. That's right.
It's going to be in May, and we're going to be doing the West Coast.
Yep.
It's going to start in Seattle. Going to do some California, some wine country. Be fun.
That's right.
Know.
Absolutely. Margaret saying here, I'm thinking most cruises are going to wind up getting postponed, especially after a recent interview with Carnival saying August 1st may or may not happen.
I know.
Yeah, it is starting to look that way, Margaret. I can't help to think that this is going to be a very long and dragging aftermath. As much as I hope I'm wrong about that, but it's just a gut feeling. Rachel loves Disney, now calling everyone to throw in that hashtag make Neil wear headbands. You wish. Runaway Arena is the power of suggestion. Yeah. Oh boy. Margaret now also throwing in that particular hashtag. Health is wealth, says Verna B. Absolutely. You got that one right, Verna. Hey, look who's in here. Griswold Family VK. Welcome in. Danny. I'm assuming it is you, Danny, who has been modding for us for quite some time. So thank you so much for keep doing that, Danny. Runaway of Venus just actually like my current hair. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know what? I think it would look nice long.
No.
I like long hair.
No, I know, but no.
Long hair is good.
Listen, I will never get through this crazy Einstein look.
But it's just going to get a little longer.
No, it shouldn't be.
Good.
Rachel loves Disney, telling Margaret, I want to see what he looks like with the hair, but yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Verna dropping a link about a video, how to get more friends in an easy way. We do know that there's a lot of creators out here. So yeah, you may want to check that out at some point if you are a creator. So thank you so much for dropping that, Verna. Runaway Avina saying, making and sharing the love. Yep, yep, yep. Verna also saying that she needs to buy something like grocery. Yeah, those are things you sometimes need to do on days that you're just off. Anthony saying, are you watching the cruiseathon tomorrow? We will be tuning in from time to time. Yes. Malcolm saying, weekend half over here.
Yeah, it's already Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. In New Zealand and in Australia, they are a little bit ahead of us. NYC Rock saying, yes, 10K, which is crazy. Yeah, I know, right?
So happy for you.
5 digits. That's awesome, guys. And given the year so far you were having, it's about time you finally have something good coming your way. Rafael saying, to travel to just getting a drink for my wife at the bar. No hairband. I say, no, very good. You don't see the hairband.
Look how sweet. He's getting her a drink at the bar.
Are you now, Rafael?
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah. Such a good husband for her.
He is.
Right. So I see some more meetings and some greetings.
Lots of them.
Some congratulations to New York City. Yes, absolutely. NYC rocks. Anthony Simone saying that he lost the lights in the background. Yes, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Verna Bay saying, whoa, super chat is waiting, Neil. Oh, that sounds good. I hope so. That'd be great.
He
What's
said
that?
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, that cruise, I'm sure that was pertaining to. Okay, let's see here. Runaway Avina saying, hope that area problems are gone by then. Yes, wouldn't that be nice? Anthony Simone, hashtag scanning and scanning. Yep. Papamoso commending the Griswold.
Yeah, they are very nice
loyal
people.
friends indeed. They do some awesome trivia shows every week. So if you're not yet familiar with Griswold yet, you may want to check them out.
I like the ones that you do that you don't have to be first. That you get points if you get the answers right. That you don't have to have the first answer, because I don't type so fast.
I'm the same way. I think
it's our internet's a little bit slow.
Either I don't type fast enough, or I simply don't know the answer. In all honesty, Emily is suggesting to make it a movement.
A whole movement.
Oh boy, too much honor, Emily. Too much honor. Let's see here. And Emily saying, please, positive thinking, no negatives. We need to cruise.
Yes.
I'm trying my hardest. Sometimes reality tends to get in the way. Let's see here. Some more meetings and greetings. Anthony Simone, get the hair dye out, Kim. Malcolm Hogan then with an early country update. Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, and USA. That's right. Papa Mo saying, no bald, Neil. No, no bald for me. No. Hey, look who's in here. Cindy from Spiker's Crazy Adventures, as well as from Losing for Cruising. Yo, 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 double love tonight. Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by, Cindy. That's great. Yeah, I was just telling, if it was Doug who was coming in from the other channel of you guys, what a great job you guys did together with Ronnie and Elmo on your live stream earlier tonight.
Yeah, you popped in there while I was trying to make dinner.
That's right. Yeah. Hashtag creator. All right. It seems like it is time to throw some hashtag creators in. So sure, go right ahead. If you are a creator, throw out your hashtag, do some networking. That's all good. And Henley saying, yes, Neil looks great. Could use that headband soon if he doesn't get it cut. Oh boy, this whole headband thing is completely getting out of control. Papa Mozo asking, NYC rocks you serving and thriving.
Surviving.
Oh, surviving and thriving. Okay, yeah.
I think.
Verna B sharing the love. That's always good to see. Runaway Arvina so asking, what is a cruiseathon? All right, that's a great question.
It's fun.
Basically, what it is, Runaway RV Nesters, is that it is a full day for like 12 hours straight, where when different creators will do like half an hour or an hour.
I think this one's an hour.
Might be an hour of a live stream, and then after that hour, another creator takes over. And that happens then on a given day for 12 hours straight. It's really a neat way to get to know different creators out there.
Yeah, we were a part of one a while back, and it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And I venture to say that ever since that was basically a turning point for us. That is when our channel really started to grow. Nick D in the house. Hi everyone. I hope I don't freeze up the chat again. Well, welcome in, Nick. We're glad to see you here, and we definitely share your hope. Yes, Nick D does have a kitty for his picture.
A cat.
I know you do. You've been saying that. They here where we live, they have a cat cafe. They call it the Caffeinated Cat.
I like it very much
because they serve coffees and things and little bites to eat, and then you just go in
and
for
then
like
they have separate rooms.
Yeah, they have separate rooms with cats where you can pet them and
you donate
just have some
money.
fun. Yeah,
and you go play with kittens and
that's
cats.
right. NYC Rock saying yes. Now the New York is opening. We are uploading again tomorrow morning. All right.
Wonderful.
It's about time things started to things started to take a turn to the good for New York. Malcolm is saying here, last 4 chats have had 14, 15, 18, and 19 countries for an average of 16.5 per chat. That's our Minister of Demographics.
He does such a good job.
I like what Malcolm is doing very much, in fact. That's great. It adds so much to our live stream. Hey, look, Spencer has joined the conversation as well. Welcome in, welcome in.
Hopefully it'll go well. Spencer's in the same house as us.
Yes, there is that. Griswold saying here, make sure you all scroll down to the description to see all of the awesome creators taking part. Yeah, that is for the link there that he dropped for the Cruisathon. Yes, that is where you will find some information on the Cruisathon. All right, let's have a look here.
If we haven't said hello to you, please do put a message in so we can see you and we can say hi.
Yeah, we do want to talk to you. Verna B asking everyone to give some love and thumbs up to our host. Thank you so much for that, Verna. We appreciate that. Papa Moso, gotta be quick with Griswold's respondents. Yes, there are some, I would say, sharpshooters in there.
I think our internet stinks is why.
It's possible, but I do believe that there's also just some really, really fast participants that they get.
Yeah, I think so too.
And that are some avid trivia players, and they're just really good at it. Let's see here. NYC Rock's telling Verna B, you're an amazing cheerleader. Oh, yes, she is. Absolutely. Papa Moso telling Cindy, are you the last one standing? Nice. And Handley saying, let's face it, sometimes we don't know the answer, so we see what others say and type it in as fast as my one finger can go. Well, you know what? That is kind of how we like to run our live streams, because there's, of course, a lot of questions every live stream being asked. You'd be crazy to think that we know all the answers, but luckily we usually have a decent amount of people in here. So if we don't know the answer, someone does. I mean, it's very simple. 2 know always more than 1, and 25 certainly know more than 2. So let's see here. NYC Rock saying
something in 2 months.
Let's see. I think that pertains to this. Yes, we survived and officially back tomorrow. First upload in 2 months. Okay, excellent. We're glad to hear that. NYC Rock saying, I'll try to tune in. Lockdown is over, so heading out. Okay. Yeah, I bet you are, as you should. Absolutely.
Here we started that the restaurants are open at partial capacity. When you go in, you have to have a face mask on.
Yes.
Until they seat you. There's nothing on the tables, like no salt and pepper and things like that, I guess. We haven't actually been to a restaurant yet.
No. We've only done takeout.
Yeah. But Jake went to a restaurant.
Yeah.
So he told me. And there was nothing on the tables, but it was still, you got to go out and eat, you got to sit down at a restaurant, so it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, travelers are here too.
Hold on, we'll get there. We'll get there. Cindy is saying, yes, thank you so much for the love in our life tonight. It's always me and both. Okay, all right, that's good to know, Cindy.
It's awesome. All Cindy.
Yeah, sure, and you're most welcome as always. You know that. Anthony seems to be fond of the cat.
Yeah, because cats are good.
Runaway RV Nesters, in response to our explanation of the Cruisathon, sounds fun and addictive. Might need a drink or 2.
Or 3.
Yeah. It's really a fun event, guys. It really is. You should visit and check it out. It's
fun. Yeah. You know what, too, is you get to meet a lot of new people.
Yeah, that's right. Blunt Travelers in the house. Good evening, all. Hey, guys.
Hi,
welcome in. Awesome that you were able to make it. That is fantastic. Anthony Simone asking, would we get a dog?
You
No.
know what? We travel too much for a dog.
That's right. We would never be able to give a dog the attention the dog needs.
No, and we work so much. If we get a cat, the cat can use the litter box when we're not home. It doesn't have to go outside.
Right. Malcolm saying here, 6 cats here. Wife collects them like people collect stamps. Oh, one of those situations, right, Malcolm? Nice. Ferna B asking everyone to spread the love. You share a little big happiness to them. Don't be shy to share even in a little way of love you have. Nice. Awesome. Doc Spikers in the house too, showing off, y'all. Thumbs up. Thanks so much for stopping by, Doc. That's awesome. So we have Doc and Cindy in the house now. That's great. Let's have a look here. Runaway Arvina saying, you guys are the only ones that have said problems with numbers. Why is that?
I don't know. We heard it somewhere that it was an issue.
Yeah.
And so we don't want them to stop our live stream. So we just say no numbers. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I do know they don't like to see the sub word and they don't like to see too many links being dropped.
Yeah.
Like if they see a whole bunch of different links, they think it's, something that's not a valid live stream.
We try to be easy about it. I mean, if we see an occasional word here, an S word, or an occasional number, we're not going to say anything. No. But when it comes like number overload, then...
Yeah, then it's going to be an issue.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What's Malcolm saying here? To make everyone enjoy their northern summer in a week, it's the shortest day of the year. Oh, yeah, I guess we're coming up on that. Yeah.
There.
Yeah, over there. Yeah. Well, ours
will
be the longest. Yes, over there the shortest, here the longest.
Yes, there you go.
That's right. That's right. Okay, let's see here. Seems like NYC Rocks has been getting a lot of support. That's fantastic. I'm really happy about that. So Anne Hanley is saying here, I've been thinking about you since you are fellow New Yorkers. I'm more near Buffalo, but still, it's New York.
It's all, yep.
Absolutely. Didn't we drive past Buffalo at some point? Like a while back when we went to the Niagara Falls?
I think we did.
That's what I'm thinking. Papa Mozo asking, will TTT be at Vegas?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I don't know anything about a Vegas trip that's being organized. I mean, would we want to go to Vegas?
Maybe.
Sure. But, yeah. I'm not sure if there's anything organized as of right now. Hey, look who's here.
Are you talking about, is this Vegas behind us, Papa?
Oh, no, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. But I see that Amy McFarland is in. Also from New York. That's fantastic. A lot of people from New York tonight. That's great.
Hi,
Welcome
Amy.
in, Amy. Always good to see you. That's great. Amy McFarland from the RV community, which has truly been very, we've got a lot of new friends from the RV community, and they keep coming back. It's wonderful.
And you know what? And they're just add so much to the conversation.
They do, because RVing is, of course, a whole new dimension of traveling. It's its own thing, really. And but it sure counts as travel. NYC saying, I just want a mani-pedi.
Mani-pedi.
Does that mean manicure pedicure?
Yes, he had no idea. Wasn't that cute?
just an educated guess. That's the only 2 words I could think of.
That's awesome.
I mean, I can always guess, right? Crossword. What?
What was your pronunciation on that?
Mani-pedi?
No, before that.
Mani-pedi?
No, that mani-pedi's correct. But when you said the first time, I don't know what that was.
Probably some Dutch mixed in.
I don't know, but I want one too.
Malcolm saying you don't have to wear a face mask here, and headbands are voluntary. Those darn headbands.
That's great.
NYC Rocks are saying we don't have pets because of work, and we love to travel as well. Yeah, see, that's the thing.
That's the thing. Like with a cat, wouldn't be a big deal here because I still have 2 kids at home, Spencer and Allison. So there's somebody here to take care of the cats, but they're grown-ups. They're not kids. They're grown-ups.
Right. Blonde Travelers are saying we have a cat.
See, they have a cat.
I used to have one. I brought him over from Europe, but unfortunately he passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
But he lived to like 17 years, so he had a nice and long life.
And we miss him very much.
Very much, absolutely, yeah. And Henley saying, since things seem to be working here, I guess he did all right. We should go into phase 3 next week. Okay, good. Richie and Vanessa Travel saying retail stores just started opening where we live in California. Stood in line for 1 hour just to get to the Nordstrom rack, but the entire store was 40% off.
That was worth it.
There you go. Doing some shopping, traveling in your own area. Hey, nothing wrong with that. NYC congratulating, and they are at phase Q. What? That would be phase 1 because the Q is right under the number 1 on the keyboard. just another guess.
Phase 2.
Oh, phase 2. All right. Well, I suppose the 2 is not too far away either. NYC rocks about our comment and explanation regarding the no numbers. Yeah, it's considered spam. Exactly. I'm not sure why, but then again, I don't know what the YouTube gods are doing. Let's see here. NYC rocks saying, careful with the links at Fernand B. YouTube Big Brother loves to punish. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Papa Moso telling Kimberly, you're impatient and it is so funny. Yes.
I'm not impatient.
Papa Moso, very perceptive of you.
I am so patient.
You're going to get struck by lightning.
I am very patient.
And you know, it has been very warm and humid here lately, so that doesn't take much. Anthony Simone is saying that Sharon at sea has a meetup in Vegas. That explains it. Okay, that makes sense then. NYC Rock saying the ship show and Sharon at sea Vegas trip in September. Okay, so that's like just a month before the cruise takes place. All right. Papa Moso saying Moso will text you in Vegas. Okay. I'm looking forward to receiving that text message. Nice. Let's see here. Griswold saying Moses talking about ship on the strip meetup with Sharon. Okay. Gotcha. Hey, look who's in here. Jay, aka the Ranch Bowen. Hey, let's travel door. Sorry, I'm late. Lost track of time. Hey, Jay, it happens, man. We're just glad you made it after all. So everyone, Jay here, also one of our mods. Welcome in. And as always, we appreciate everything you do for us in our live stream. All right, let's see. Going down the comments. NYC Rocks saying, oh my gosh, he made it sound suspect.
I don't know.
I'm missing the crossword there. Plum Traveler saying, I have some of my Vegas points to spend. There you go. Well, hey, there's an idea for you. And look who just joined us. Just Nikki is in the house. Hey, welcome in. Please let Malcolm Hogan, our Minister of Demographics, know where you are from. And that way everyone else in the chat knows where you're from as well. Me and Kimberly know that you are not new here, so welcome back. And we are happy to see you. So if you have any plans for the weekend at all, Nikki, do let us know. Do share with everyone. All right, let's see here. Anna's saying it's pretty bad, but my husband can't wait to get his mani-pedi. I'll be making my appointment. Wow, there you go. Hey, whatever makes you happy. Michelle Bowen saying, hi everyone. Yes, need a mani-pedi. Okay, so a lot of people in here that want a mani-pedi. Yes. Well, I will just stick with a haircut at some point, whenever I can get an appointment. Michelle, welcome in. I saw your husband dropping in earlier, so we have both the Bowens on board. That's always great. Thank you. Jess Mimi in the house. Hey, hello. It's nice to see you both. Welcome in, Jess Mimi 04. Great shout out to you. So please tell everyone where you're from, if you have any plans for the weekend, if you plan on traveling anywhere sometime soon. We would love to hear from you. Malcolm Hogan with a fun fact time. He said, La Paz, Bolivia is the highest capital city in the world. What is number 2? Oh, I'm not sure. I know that Madrid is at a pretty high elevation, but I'm not sure if that's necessarily the highest. What about Kathmandu in Nepal? That should be pretty high up too. All right, let's see here. Runaway RV Nest saying, my Yorkie is 14, and when he goes no more. Oh, sad, that's too much. Cute. Yeah.
I love you.
14 years is not bad for a dog, though.
Especially a little one.
Really nice. I see some meetings and some greetings being exchanged here. That is great. Runaway RV Nest is saying, and take away your number. Yeah. And Handley saying, Neil Niagara Falls is about half an hour away from where I live in Tonawanda. My husband works the 5-6 days a week. Oh, okay. So you're not that far away from there then. You're close to the Canadian border. Nice. Anthony Simone, don't say that to Kim, Neil, not nice. That's just how we roll, Anthony. It's all in good fun. Megan is saying to Malcolm, yes, went to Quito last year and loved it. Bolivian salt flats are high on my list also. Okay, seems like we gotta start researching Bolivia.
Yeah.
Hey, look, John is in here too from J&N Travels. Welcome in, welcome in. Always good to see the little froggy face at the
I know,
end.
I love the froggy face.
It's like a feeling of comfort in a way.
Yeah.
It's always good to see it. So welcome in, John. So if you have any plans for the weekend or planning on doing anything, do let us know. All right, let's see here. I see Jay is saying here, just a mod at 2002. I was your very first mod.
Yes.
And one of your OGs to your channel. Yes. Yes, you are, Jay. That's right. Yeah, you are our very first mod. And as you mentioned it, that's right. So Jay Bowen, very first mod ever of To Travel and Tour. What?
Spikers were too.
Yes, yeah. Either Jay or the Spikers.
I think everybody was about the same time.
Yeah, that sounds right. And look who's here all the way from
Hi,
Pakistan. Asif has joined us. Welcome, welcome, my friend.
It's nice to see you again.
Yes,
We're
Malcolm.
very glad you're here.
Malcolm, you know what to do. Add Asif to the list, please. From Pakistan. That is fantastic. So Asif, tell us, what's new, my friend? Do you have anything planned as far as travel is concerned? Are you doing anything in the weekend? Do let us know. Just saying hello, remember me, the one that didn't get your message? Oh, it's the luggages. Yes, I do remember that, in fact. Okay, so what happened here was that I was doing a little bit of networking in Tommy Travel's live stream. It is a fantastic live stream, by the way.
He's very nice.
Yes, Tommy is wonderful. And, well, I always try to network in a little bit of a fun way. And I made a comment to Jess here about, I dropped off a suitcase or something, and when you scratch the label off, a red label, then it turned gray. And Jess at first looked at me like I had a tinfoil hat on, like, you know what?
Who's this crazy person? What's he saying?
Yeah, what is he saying? And then she realized what was going on. It was really, really interesting. Amy is going to bed here. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by, Amy.
Thanks for
Always
stopping
appreciate you seeing you here. So good night and sleep well. Anthony Simone is suggesting for me to let Kim cut my hair. You know what, Anthony? I've actually suggested that to her, but he didn't seem too fond of the idea.
No.
Yeah. Papa Moses saying YouTube is a necessary evil in Moses' world. Moses supports American small business, especially family-owned business. Nice, nice. I guess a lot of these YouTube channels are technically family-owned.
Yeah, small businesses.
Yeah.
YouTube's a big business. So.
YouTube itself is, but the individual channels are not. It's a bit complicated.
It is.
YouTube is also one of those very weird places where there is this big paradox that those who are technically your competitors can be your best friends. You know, supporting and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
NYC Rock saying, I've missed these live streams. We've never done one, not yet, but one day, LOL. Hey.
You should.
Yeah, please do them.
It.
Yeah, we do them every week. We started out with one a week that lasted about, 1 to 2 hours?
What, 1 to 2 hours?
The first one I'm talking. It was like an hour and, 40 some minutes?
I don't know. I think the first one ended up being 2 hours. And now we do about 3 hours on Wednesdays. And then we decided to do the Night Owl edition because we have so many different time zones that like to join us. Because we do have family all over the world.
Absolutely.
So we wanted to make it a little easier for them, and we decided to do the Night Owl edition where we're going to do it once a month. But then everybody's like, we like this. We'd like you to do this more, so we decided to do it every week.
Yeah, which is kind of madness considering that we started work again. But yeah, you know what? We're just gonna see. We're just gonna see how long we last.
Yes. The next group cruise will be asleep.
There you go, a sleep cruise. Jess is saying that she's from Canada. Nice, Malcolm. You gotta add Canada to the list. That's fantastic. Runaway Arvina saying, cut your own. I did it 4 times. Ooh, that's a bit risky. I mean, you have to succeed if you're doing it yourself. And I'm not very convinced that that would go well in my case. Nikki's saying that she's from Los Angeles. I'm just waiting to be able to get a pedicure myself. Yeah.
Pedicures are all the thing.
I bet a lot of the ladies. I bet, like Anne said, her husband is looking forward too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Is Papa Mozo guessing the background? I wonder. Well, we're going to get to that here in a moment, I'm sure. Oh, all of a sudden we jumped.
He's scrolling and making
It's like a slot machine. Oh, Gotta scroll a little bit further down. Papa Mo saying, "Oh, LOL, I thought you said highest crime rate. Don't pay attention to me." Nice. Jess is saying, "Me and my family love to travel as well. Too bad we can't go anywhere right now, but in time." Oh yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Canada really can't go anywhere.
No,
Canada, they're not even allowed to go state to state.
for real?
Yeah, if you go from state to state in Canada, you have to stay in a house for 2 weeks.
Oh my, that's something. Blind and part deaf though.
Her little Yorkie.
Oh yeah, that's sad. Papa Moso, JNN, I plan to see you tomorrow. Okay. Margaret saying plans for the weekend. Organizing my 8-year-old daughter's library. She is a voracious reader. Swimming, working in the yard. Seems like that's never done. Yeah. We may have a little bit of a jungle in our backyard, just a little bit.
A lot.
I'm sure at this point there might be some tigers roaming around, some really big
and it's not a
snakes.
big yard. I mean, we live in a little city.
Oh no, it's like, you know, you can throw a rock to the other side.
Yeah, but we have 3 trees in that little yard.
Yeah.
I think we should just get it done.
Yeah, probably at some point. Malcolm saying keto is number 2 on the highest list. Oh, okay. Madrid has to be somewhere up there, though. Cindy said we were the first mods. Oh, I wasn't sure.
I thought so.
It had to be either Jay or the Spikers, but it seems like
because when we first started we decided to do the cruisathon, and then we had to see if we could do a live. And so we experimented.
Yeah.
And then the first time we were live, it was just you in there and me over here. And I think it was down under cruisers and spikers. Yeah. And we were trying to get everything figured out. And then the following week we did a live with the 2 of us.
Yeah.
And
that's probably what happened.
Yeah, and I think it was spikers where it was just a couple months ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. It feels like forever ago.
Yeah, and it was just a couple months ago.
Yeah. So going down the comments then, Nick says, I thought Amsterdam was the highest capital city. Yeah, in a different sense of the word. You got that one right, my friend. Anthony Simone saying, I'm midlife crazy mod. Okay.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Nice. NYC Rocks, Ella laughing out loud at Cindy, claim your role. Doc saying, it's funny, me and mod. Why is that funny, Doc? Why is that funny? Griswold saying, Bowen, Spikers, Wiesel, and Griswolds. Yeah, that's right. And it's just great to see how many members of our community have actually really stuck with us. That's fantastic. And it means the world to us, really does, guys.
Y'all have become such a big part of our lives.
Yeah. That absolutely.
And that is just so amazing to me. Just so amazing. And I love talking to y'all on Facebook and on our lives and watching your content and sharing this passion and love that we have for travel. Because the truth is, right in our local area, our friends and so on and so forth don't share the passion that we have for travel.
No.
So we always kind of felt like the odd people out.
Yeah.
You know, oh, where are they going now? Oh, what are they up to now? And it's like, because it's such a big part of our lives.
Yeah, for sure.
And to find you all and that you all love the same things that we love has just inspired us so much to really grow the community and keep reaching out to everyone, because it's just so amazing, the energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I was doing this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were. I mean, I gotta get going with the comments. Thank you for that explanation.
Was it good?
Asif is saying here, nothing new as such. We have announced a yearly budget here. Oh, okay. All right. NYC Rock saying, I am an OG too. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That is correct. All right. I see some conversations being exchanged here among the chatters. That's always good to see.
I saw somebody.
Yeah, there's many people. Hold on, Kimberly. Hold on.
I see this person.
We are like way behind.
I see this person.
Stop poking at the screen, Kimberly. You're annoying tonight. What are you doing? Now I have to go down to here again. And Handley saying, everyone, don't forget to like and connect. Hey, we would appreciate that. Thanks for saying that. Runaway Arvina saying that they support YouTube. Absolutely, sure. Danny's saying it will be hilarious when Neil reads all of this. He says that to Duck and Jay. Yeah, I'm sure. Let's see here. Plum Traveler's taking a guess. No, it's not France. Duck saying has been fun from the start. Yes, that's for
Yes,
sure.
definitely.
Verna B spreading
Lots
the
of
love.
love.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Asif saying that this is a peak season for tourists in Pakistan. We've opened our northern area called Gilgit. I hope I pronounced that correctly, Asif. Baltistan. We are trying to overcome pandemic issue. Rest is okay. Started work for 4 days. Okay, so you guys are headed in the right direction then too. That's good to hear.
That's good to know.
That's great. And I see Rock saying 22 thumbs up. We're missing some. Yeah, you are. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet and you're enjoying yourself here, please make sure you do. We would appreciate that. Check your phone then, Kimberly, while I go over the comments here. Malcolm saying most were on last chat, but in last chat we got up to 33 countries by adding Sweden and Spain. Well, I guess that is an accumulative amount then, Malcolm. Hey, look who's in here too. Rose Sidhu is here. Welcome in, Rose. Big shout out to you. I remember joining your live stream not too long ago. It was a lot of fun. You got that high energy spirit going on. I like that. So welcome to you. And if you have any travel plans for either the near or far future, do let us know. As well as any plans you may have for the weekend. Sherry, awesome sunset travel is in the house as well. Hey, welcome in, Sherry. Always good to have you with us. That's fantastic. Rose Sidhu, going to network. Yes, sure, go right ahead. But this is a great opportunity to do so. Some meetings and some greetings. And Asif then saying it is 9:26 in the morning here in Pakistan. Start of the Saturday. I have a hobby of collecting banknotes worldwide, and I have 180p plus notes of different, I'm assuming that meant different countries. Wow, that's fascinating, Asif. You know, I used to have a coin collection a long time ago. I had coins from all over the world. I ended up selling it, and maybe in retrospect I should not have done it. I didn't get too much money for it anyways, but that's great. Saltwater Born is here. Welcome in from Key West. Nice.
Nice to see you.
That's great. Welcome
and every
back.
time I see you, I say I love Key West.
Yeah, I know you like
Every
Key West.
time I see you, I love Key West.
Let's see here. Pump travelers are saying FYI, it was in the news today, I am Canadian, that the land borders are closed to essential travel only, but it was revealed today that we can still fly into the USA. We cannot drive.
Explain this to me.
Yeah, this is confusing. Why flying is okay, but not driving? I don't see the logic in that either. And ask Kimberly, I'm a pretty logic person. And I see Rocks, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. Let's see here. See some meetings, some greetings, some conversations among there. Malcolm saying Neil Spain is number 43rd on the height list, 2,188 feet above sea level. Yeah, Spain as a whole, perhaps. I was thinking Madrid might be at a little bit of a higher elevation. Yeah, maybe I was wrong. It's possible. Anthony Simone saying here, oh my goodness, hello, Kim is jumpy tonight. Yes, she is. Yes, she is, Anthony. Runaway or Venus, her head wants to sound too tight.
That's awesome.
Now that you mention it, Runaway or Venus, yeah, it might very well be the case. Rose Sidhu saying, how do you get the cool background in the back? What do you use to stream? We use a program called StreamYard, Rose Sidhu. Basically, if you use the green screen option in the settings, it enables you. Yeah, you need to have either a green screen or what we use, a blue wall. And then you can kind of project the background of your choosing to the wall. Megan Morris, Spain.
Nope, it's not Spain.
Not Spain.
So, okay, go ahead and start guessing.
You're saying that now. Do you have any idea how many comments we have to go through? You're insane.
It's fun.
You are absolutely out of control tonight.
Yeah.
Not even denying it either. You know what? You handle this mouse.
No.
My goodness.
I'm afraid of mice.
Beep, beep, beep. Darian saying here, anyone here in this chat have plans to travel to Germany? Make sure to book your flight for travel after August 31st.
Yes.
That is some great advice, Darian. Yes, thank you so much for pointing that out. Margaret saying, I follow you because you're funny and genuine and always learn something. These lives always bring a smile to face no matter what's been going on during the week. Hey, thank you so much for those wonderful words, Margaret. We appreciate that. We're always happy if we can brighten someone's day. That's nice. Papa Moses saying, Kimberly, you are impatient, but absolutely adorable. Neil is so put out about it all. Did you check your phone? Did you check your phone?
I did check my phone. I didn't see anything, Papa.
Papa Moses then saying, my staff will not allow me to travel to Pakistan. Sad. Ah, that's a bummer. And Henley saying, Neil, my husband works with steel and wears steel-toed boots for work 50 plus hours a week. Believe me, getting a manicure and pedicure helps so he doesn't lose nails or they crack and she fix it. Point taken, Anne. Point taken. I can definitely see that. Papa Mo saying, Yonkers are good folk. Woohoo! Thank you. We appreciate that. Anthony Simone saying, I wish I was in Key West now. Yeah, I think many of us do, Anthony. NYC Rock saying, is that OBS that you all use for your live stream? No, we use StreamYard. To be honest with you,
we could make OBS work.
We tried OBS and it just wasn't working. And I have watched, I don't know how many YouTube things on how to make it work, did everything according to what was shown to me in those videos. And somehow I ended up with a mess. I wonder if the computer isn't strong enough to use it, or our internet isn't strong enough to use it, or what's going on. Rose Sidhu saying, I was so happy to see you guys on my live stream the other day. I'm so glad to hear you enjoyed it. You guys are so much fun. Really makes me happy. As of travels, not much. Okay. So is there anywhere where you would like to go, Rose? And by the way, thank you so much for those wonderful, kind words. That's really nice of you.
It was in my text messages. I got it, Papa.
Oh, okay, good. Papa Mo saying, Asif, nice to meet you on YouTube. Oh, happy Saturday. Nice. Asif being greeted by Papa Mozo. Rose Sidhu then saying, not much, but I do have a lot of studying for boards, graduated from medical school and YouTubing. What are you guys' travel plans looking and plans for the weekend? Excellent question. What are we doing for the weekend? Other than work on Sunday?
On Saturday, tomorrow I'm getting my hair done. So I'm going to have new hair the next time y'all see me. And I can't wait.
I'm not sure if I cannot wait for that. I'm kind of leery.
I was talking to my hairstylist today and we're making plans.
Ah, that's nice. So
I'm going to have my bangs back too.
Tomorrow is also a cruise-a-thon that will be taking place. So I'm probably going to pop in left and right and see what's going on there and probably spend a bunch of time on our channel. All right, let's see what else. NYC Rock saying, I need to order a green screen. Yeah. You know what?
I have.
Go ahead.
This is funny. I bought a whole set that has lights and the screens and everything, and it came with the whole setup for the screens, and it comes with a green one, a white one, and a black screen. And I thought, oh, this will be great because I was really interested in the green screen because we wanted to do this. And then we realized that we have bright blue walls. And
not exactly bright, just very blue.
It's very
blue. Like a royal blue.
Really royal blue wall.
Yeah.
And we have them in all over the downstairs of our house. And I'm like, I wonder if that would just work. And we sat here and we have this wall behind us and it's a blue wall and it just worked.
Yeah.
Because you can either do blue or green.
So ever since we've just been using this wall rather than the actual screen.
But we're in the dining room. So we do have the lights and everything set up in the dining room. Eventually, we're going to have to move it up to the spare bedroom. Yeah, eventually. At some point. Richie and Vanessa congratulating Rose Sidhu on graduating medical school. Yeah, that is huge indeed. I agree with that. That's an enormous accomplishment. So kudos to you, Rose. That's really great. Megan saying Prague, Italy. It is indeed Italy, Megan. It is Italy. But where in Italy? Anthony, it is Prague. Czech Republic.
No, it's not Prague. No. It is in Italy. Papa Moses saying, may I type in my email address, please? Yes, you may, Papa. Go right ahead. Malcolm, yes, it is in Europe. Malcolm eliminating the continents one by one again. That is a smart approach for guessing the background. Runaway Arvina says, no more tea for you. Yes.
You know what? There's not even any caffeine. I just have mint tea. It's caffeine free. This is me without caffeine. You know what? One time we were doing a tour, and we were managers for this tour. And I got up, and it was really early in the morning, and I jumped.
I know what you're gonna say.
Don't know what possessed me, but there was what is it? Dunkin' Donut by the little hotel that we were staying in. It is when the tour's starting, okay? And I was just feeling a little, it's early and you're not where you expect to be and all that. Well, I got this coffee at the Dunkin' Donut.
It was the size of a freaking public garbage can.
It was huge.
Enormous.
And then I didn't think about the fact that I had them put the sweetened vanilla in it because I got an iced coffee. And then they put the sweetened vanilla in it. And then I put like probably 6 sugars in it. And because it was big, so I needed a lot of sugar, right? I didn't think about the vanilla already being sweetened. So I had all that caffeine and all of that sugar.
Yeah, and so the bus actually didn't drive to the destination. It bounced. It just bounced to the destination because Kimberly was just unbelievable. And Handley loves you for it.
I love you too, Ian. I love you all. It's all been great. Mickey
Mouse is scary. No, it's not in Puerto Rico, the background. Richie and Vanessa saying Neil has had it with Kim today. Just sometimes, Richie and Vanessa.
I think I'll be trying to go to sleep tonight, and I'll be going, Neil.
You're going to let me sleep. Danny's saying that StreamYard is simple to use. Absolutely, I agree 100% with it. I actually was made aware of StreamYard by Cindy from Spiker's Crazy Adventures. She was the one who told me about it.
Yeah, we're going to have to upgrade our StreamYard, though.
Probably, yeah. Anthony asking, does Kim edit the vlogs? No, that's all me. That's all my end. Plum Traveler saying the Canada-US land border has been closed to essential travel only since the beginning, but there's a loophole that allows you to fly into the country instead of driving across the land borders.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, it still seems odd to me, but okay, that explains it a little bit. And they also say Canadians tried to cross by car, denied, border agents suggested flying, and she got in. Gee, that's just crazy. MIC Rock saying that they're going to look into StreamYard. Yeah, definitely do it. It's easy to use. You don't need to download anything. And the basic package that we are currently using is entirely free. Anthony asking, does Kim hold the camera? On occasion, she does. Yeah. Malcolm saying, is it time to elevate Papa Mozo to a blue jacket?
If Papa Mozo wants one.
If Papa Mozo so wishes, then it shall be done. Anthony Simone, what color? About the hair, I'm sure.
It's a surprise.
Sherry saying, I love StreamYard. So you're not a fan of StreamYard? NYC Rock saying, good to know. I have set up, but nothing green. Okay. And saying, I will miss the cruises on tomorrow. It's the first one that I will miss the whole day. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, maybe you can get some of the replays, Anne. Anthony Simone's guessing Rome. No, it's not Rome. Papamoso. No, it's not Excalibur either. Mac and Morris. No, not Venice. But you are indeed in the right region of Italy. It is in the northern part of Italy.
Is it?
Yes. Malcolm Hogan saying Florence. No, not Florence. Danny, thank you so much for dropping the link to that cruise.
Wonderful. Thank you, Danny.
No, Richie and Vanessa, not Venice. Griswold. Okay. Conversation with Anne here. Milan. No, it's not Milan. NYC Rock saying, I saved all the channels and set reminders for the ones that already have them. Okay, that's good. Plum Traveler saying Sicily. No, it's not Sicily. Nick D. Aqua Verde Water Park in Italy. Nope.
No.
It is in the north of Italy, but where? The Runaway RV Nessa saying, I did the same thing with no dose catching a train with my kids. Oh, boy.
Those are caffeine pills.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I bet you were bouncing in that train then. Sherry is loving your energy.
Thank you.
There you go. Nice. Papa Mozo saying, NYC Rocks, will you email Mozo to my email?
Okay.
Megan saying to Plum Travels, you can also fly from US to Mexico, but cannot drive. See, that I don't get that.
What is this?
Apparently to help out the airlines. I don't know.
Ooh.
Just Mimi is guessing
so
Capri.
High on my list. Oh my God. There is never a picture of Capri that isn't absolutely breathtaking.
We do want to go there at some point, but no, it's not Capri. But Malcolm, Malcolm got it. Yes, this is Verona indeed. Verona, the city from the Shakespeare play Romeo and Juliet. And Actually, what you're looking at here, I'm not sure if maybe we can move our chairs just a little bit to show the picture.
No,
Maybe
then we
not.
get gremlins.
Yeah, then we get gremlins. We don't want gremlins. But anyway, what you're looking at here is a gate called I wrote it down what it is called, Portoni della Bra. And basically it was used to as a passageway more so than a gate from between Castel Vecchio and the Citadel. So that is how yeah, that's what you're looking at here. And whenever you enter the gate, then that gives you access to one of the main squares, if not the main square of Verona, called Piazza Bra. But yes, Malcolm, very good. Congrats on guessing the background. It is Verona, Italy. Famoso thanks us for the offer, but doesn't want to be a mod. Okay, that's perfectly okay. Sherry is saying here that she wants to, that she's going to get her hair done next week. Can't wait. Good for you. Nice. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be having their hair done this period that's coming up. And Emily's saying that yes, she will catch the replays of the cruisathon for sure.
Good.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely. Let's see here. I saw some more guesses. It has been guessed though. Our background tonight, it is Verona in Italy. We visited Verona back in 2013. What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
You're lying.
Yes, I'm very bad at it.
You are, and then you're just admitting that you're lying. I'll give you credit for that. Malcolm saying 1,000,000 points to me. Claps hands, slap self on back. That's great, Malcolm. That's fantastic. Papa Moses saying, do you have any interest in a summer sailing on the Great Lakes in 2021? I'd think about that, Papa Mozo. It's an area where we haven't really done any exploring yet, so I'd consider it. Anthony Simone is saying that he would like to be a mod too. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Sherry saying, oh yes, it will probably be a while before you can do that. No, anyways, okay, having a conversation with Marilyn here. Malcolm saying, then got no hair to do, haven't had any since I was in my 20s. Well, there is benefits to that too, then.
Well, you know what, though? You look good.
Yeah, there you go. Hey.
At least I think you do.
You don't need to have hair in order to look good. Verna B saying that she is listening. Nice, nice. That's great. Let's see. I see some networking going on here. Okay, how about a question? I think it is question time.
It is question time.
Yeah, let's throw one in. And we have been wanting to ask this one. We just haven't quite gotten it to it yet.
Which one is it?
Well, it is this one. If you could time travel.
Oh, I like this question.
This is a nice one.
This is a good question.
Very curious.
I can't wait to see the answers.
Yeah, I'm very curious to the answers here. If you could time travel, what period would you pick and where would you go? So what period would you pick and where would you go if you could time travel? In the meantime, I'm going to go over some more comments here. Malcolm is saying, fun fact, at 92 feet below sea level is what capital city?
Ooh.
92 feet below.
Atlantis.
Okay, Kimberly. As in, it is just entirely submerged.
It's below sea level.
That's great. That's great.
I'll be right back. No, I gotta pee.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, you're causing gremlins. Lots of them. All right. Well, maybe the gremlin can sub for you for a while. All right. Let's see. Malcolm, I'm really not sure what capital that is. I know it's not Amsterdam. I know Amsterdam is below sea level, but not quite 92 feet. Nick D saying, darn, I should have guessed the Società di Servizi water park in Verona. Okay. Yeah, well, you know, it is still Verona. I mean, next time, I mean, we do these background guesses all the time. Well, sooner or later, you're going to get it. Sherry saying, I love your cruisathon thumbnail. Can I borrow that? And that is a comment for Danny from Griswold Family VK. And the first answer to our question is coming here from NYC Rocks. So the question was, if you could time travel, what period would you go back to and where? So MIC Rocks is saying would travel back to the 50s. All right. So 50s here in the US then? Let's see here. Jess doing some networking here. Doug saying you guys are fun. Hey, thanks, Doug. We appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying yourself here. Papa Moso wants to travel back to 1967. So 1967 here in the United States then? Let's see here. NYC Rock says that the 50s sound so sexy. All right, that's why then. I see. Anthony Simone would go to Nassau, Bahamas. Okay, and then what period would you go then, Anthony? If this was your answer to the question. Malcolm saying that he would go back to the 60s for the music, probably Liverpool. All right. Verna's having a good time here. Margaret would go to Baku in Azerbaijan. So why Baku in Azerbaijan, Margaret? I have a feeling there is a story behind that, a good reason for that. Anthony Simone saying that's in Atlantis. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, here we go. Atlantis, yeah. Margaret, I think I spelled it. Yeah, but you still got it. We got you. Let's see.
50s.
Anne is saying I'd go to before the virus started and stop the first person who got sick so the world was back to the way it was.
Oh, I know.
Very practical, and I certainly would encourage you to do that. Sherry Awesome Travels agrees with NYC Rocks that the 50s would be fun. All right. Let's see. Runaway RV nesters are saying they'd go to Woodstock in 1969. All right. So what was there in 1969, Runaway RV nesters?
Don't you know? There was Woodstock.
I am foreign. I am not from the United States.
What Woodstock is? It's like.
Listen, I was born in the Netherlands.
I know, but I mean, it was
7,000 kilometers away from even the shore of the United States.
It was Woodstock.
Okay, well, enlighten me.
It was Woodstock. It was like all bands and a big party and a lot of mud and a lot of party. But I mean, it was way before I was born.
Okay.
So.
Plum Travelers are saying if you watch The Last Kingdom on Netflix, it would be back to 866. England and the Saxons. Nice. So you go back to medieval times then, huh?
I like The Last Kingdom. We watched that with Utrecht.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We watched that. Yeah. We're all caught up on all the episodes. Was this the last season?
I hope not.
No, it should be more.
It ended in the air. It better not be last season.
Let's see what Danny is saying here. He says, I would love to go to the late 1800s in the days of the Wild West. I love social studies, as you all know, and I'm a huge fan of the Wild West. Okay, you know what, Danny? I'm kind of a fan of the Wild West, too, to be honest with you. I'm kind of in that Western theme. I'm very curious. And one of the things I want to do at some point is travel to some kind of cowboy village, old cowboy village, somewhere in Texas or whatever. And see what is there to be explored. Papa Moses saying was that 1967 was the summer of love. Ah, okay, that explains that then. Nick D is saying I witnessed the future by going to the 1964 World's Fair in New York City. See how wrong they got it.
Oh.
Ouch, that's a burn right there. Darian is saying, if I could time travel, I would go back to October 31st, 1517, and watch Luther hang his thesis in Wittenberg, Germany.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, there's something. That's a very specific one. I like your answer here, Darian. That's amazing. Verna saying, I love Kimberly the way she laughs. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I love her. It really is. It really is. Papa was saying Margaret from Georgia. Malcolm saying Baku is the lowest city. That's the answer. Okay. So that is the 92 feet below sea level. I like little fun facts like that.
Is Baku in Atlantis?
That's the answer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Below sea level capital. Yeah. Nick D. Or go back and kill, baby. Yes. There you go. There's another idea. Richie and Vanessa Treffel. The Roaring 20s. In the United States.
You know, that was the thing. This is 2020. This is the roaring 20s. Something went wrong.
This is the anti-roaring 20s
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
I guess the 20s can't always be roaring.
Yeah.
Heck, this is barely a little screen.
Our house was built in the last 20s.
It was. Yeah. Sherry's saying here, yes, I would go back to the 60s and go to Woodstock. I was born during Woodstock. All
There
right.
you go.
Yeah. Margaret saying, I would go back in time to 1774 and eavesdrop on the First Continental Congress. I'm a Revolutionary Era history nut. Nice, Margaret. Nice. Yeah, see, that is something I would be all about too. Baba Mosa, Woodstock. Yeah. Michelle saying, I'm not saying the 20s because this 2020 is roaring it up.
Yeah.
But then in a bad way. Malcolm saying, I'm foreign, I know Woodstock. Okay, why does everyone expect me to know Woodstock? Maybe I've lived under a rock. I don't know. That's possible. There's a rock somewhere in the Netherlands. I mean, we do have them.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ah, that's what it was. Hippies.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I've heard of that era, of course.
Yeah.
Anthony Simone saying, I would go back to 2014 on the Carnival Glory, my first cruise.
Oh, I must relive that. That's nice.
I can understand you want to relive that, Anthony.
Yeah.
Burning brass. Oh,
they
boy.
did that too.
All right. It appears to be so.
Yes.
Babamoso, listen. Babamoso getting a kick out of my comment that I made there. Yeah, it's true though. Verna keeps sharing the love. Awesome, awesome. Plum Traveler saying that social studies was my favorite subject in school. Nice. Let's see what else is going on. Malcolm Wogan for not knowing Woodstock News is where I had. I can't know everything, Malcolm. I mean, there's a nice bit I know. I certainly don't know everything.
Where would you like to go? What time period would you go to?
Hands down, without a single doubt on my mind, Egypt in the time of the pharaohs.
Really?
Oh, yes. I have wanted to go there since I was a little boy, Egypt, and its history has always fascinated me, really fascinated me. I would absolutely press those buttons in the time machine to go to the Egypt of the pharaohs. Not taking a bath for weeks. Yeah, oh, that Woodstock. Okay.
Or the
Emily is saying, I would love to time travel to the 1500s to meet Queen Elizabeth. That would be awesome. All right, nice. NYC Rock saying the Roaring 20s came in with a bang.
Yeah, they did.
Well, they both did in their own way, I suppose. And they're saying, I wouldn't mind traveling to the day before with the correct lottery number so I could win the big one. That's clever, and I like that. That's clever. Malcolm asking, once again, no one wants to come to New Zealand. You're wrong about that.
Awesome. We want to go to New Zealand.
I would really love to visit New Zealand. It's just very pricey. I mean, the distance don't bother me. I go to New Zealand.
When we go, though, we got to stay a long time.
That's all right. We'll do New Zealand. We'll do Australia. We'll just do that whole region of the world.
Okay. How about tomorrow?
See. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah, right. Nick D, no booze in the 20s USA, so I'm out. Yeah, there is that to consider too.
No, I think there was even more booze because it was prohibition.
Yeah, speaking of which, our house.
Yes.
Was probably, judging by the speakeasy in the old door in the basement.
Yeah, we have a door in our basement. There was a bar in our basement all the way up until the 80s. Not when we owned the house, of course. That was a long time ago. But we've lived here, what, 5 years?
Coming up on 6.
Coming up on 6.
Yeah.
But there was a bar all the way up until the 80s in this house. But the door going into the basement, because it has an outside entrance, because it was, a bar. But there's a rounded door, and it has the little window that you open, and the bars on it. So, somebody would look in there and say, hey, and close it. So I'm thinking during that time period, it was probably a speakeasy down there.
Yeah. Jay says here, I would go back to 1994 and invest in Amazon. Hey,
That's
another clever answer. Nice, Jay. Yeah. Hey, look who's here. Being Charo in the house. Hello, friends. Watching you guys from Kenya. All right. That's fantastic. Malcolm, you need to add Kenya to the list.
Yes.
That is fantastic. So Kenya all the way. So tell us, being Chero, you have any plans for the weekend or anything travel planned? Do let us know, please. What else is going on? Let's see.
You know where I would go?
Where would you go?
I wouldn't go back in time. I would go forward.
Yeah, there is that option. Most people are going back in time, including me. But yeah, you have always opted to go forward.
I would go forward.
Well, you enjoy your post-apocalyptic time
No,
period.
it's you know, I think what it is, to be honest with you, I'm a Trekkie. And science fiction and all of that. And I would just like to see that we've progressed, that it does get better. You know, I would like to see that. And I would like to see my great, 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 great grandchildren.
There you go.
That'd
There's
be
a way to
cool.
look at it. Looks like I'm getting a lot of support for my Egypt one. Look,
Alexandria.
there you go. All right. Well, you're all welcome if I ever get into the time machine to travel along. Papa Mozo giving Sherry a warm welcome here. That is great. Let's see here. Plum Travelers will be up for visiting New Zealand. Nice. NYC Rocks wants to go too.
See?
Malcolm, see, New Zealand is definitely here. Anthony wants to go too on a cruise.
Emily said she wants to go to New Zealand too.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Spencer will be surprised that they're going to New Zealand.
He would be, but I think he would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Sherry saying, or I would go back to the 1800s during the Little House on the Prairie days and hang out with my great-grandmother when she was a kid. She told me so many stories. There you go. Nice, nice. Yeah. Little House on the Prairie. They have that always on in the break room at work.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
I never watched it till now at the break room at work.
Oh, look, here we start again with the neighbor feud between the Aussies and the folks from New Zealand. Sean is poking at Malcolm here. Do you blame them for not wanting to go to the land of the big white cloud?
You know what I saw at one time on TV, Malcolm, and it's about New Zealand. It was called Zorbs.
That sounds familiar, Zorbs.
Yeah. Apparently you get into this thing and it's like a big ball and you're in it and it is filled with air and you can't get hurt and then they push you down a mountain.
I'm not sure how I would feel about that.
And
but
you roll.
Yeah, you just keep rolling.
It's called a Zorb.
Yeah. Malcolm then with an update. 7 countries now. USA, New Zealand, Australia, Philippines, Pakistan, Canada, and Kenya.
Wow.
That's fantastic. So we got several continents covered then too. That's wonderful. And saying here, my friend did a slideshow with pics from Australia and New Zealand. She said she was more impressed with New Zealand and her pics were beautiful.
Wow.
So I'm sure Malcolm is going to get a kick out of that. Down Under Cruise is probably not so much.
Yeah.
Look, here's the other half of Down Under Cruisers. The female half, Ilana, has joined us. Hey, how are you tonight?
Nice to see you.
Yes, that's great. Nick D saying, I'm currently going forward in time and it's not all that great. Yeah, I know. With all this going on, I can see where you're coming from there, Nick. Let's see, I see some meetings, some greetings being exchanged. That's always good. Ilana saying, we cruised to New Zealand from Australia and it was fabulous. Yeah, I see, that is something I would be interested in doing. And so would you, right?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it would be a very long trip, but we would really take the time to do it. So we really get to see it right. I'm a firm believer in doing things right and not just halfway. Anthony is inquiring if there's cruises out of New Zealand. Oh, I'm sure there is. You probably know that.
I never looked.
You never looked?
No,
You're a travel agent, Kimberly.
I just didn't look at it yet.
How can you not have? You should know these things.
Yeah, I know everything.
Well, when it comes to travel, you know a lot.
You know about Woodstock.
Well, no, but Woodstock is from, again, I'm from the Netherlands.
I'm from America.
Yeah?
I haven't been to New Zealand yet.
No, neither have I.
Let's go.
Are you talking about Woodstock or New Zealand? Milana, watch out for those caca posts. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? What else? Ilana saying, nice to meet you to Richie and Vanessa. Good, good, good. Runaway Arvina saying they have that ball thing in the States too.
Do they? I just saw another thing with New Zealand because I've heard that New Zealand is the capital of extreme sports.
Isn't Australia kind of like that too? Or is
New
it just
Zealand.
New Zealand?
New
Oh,
Zealand.
okay. Yeah, I do
A
know.
lot of bungee jumping, lots of extreme sports in New Zealand.
Right. Malcolm's immediately. I was waiting for this. Everyone likes Kiwis.
Oh,
That one was predictable, Malcolm.
it was.
Ilana, no worries. We're gonna stick around a good while longer because there is like about 30 people in here. So yeah, we're definitely sticking around a while. We're off work tomorrow, so that helps. Anthony does want to go to New Zealand. Verna sharing some more love. Awesome, awesome. Plum Travelers here saying, I watch a sailing family who are stuck in New Zealand. They want to leave because it is too cold right now. Yeah, for those of you who are not aware, out there in New Zealand, it is currently winter. So, yeah, and it does get cold there. And that's what Malcolm has been telling us too. Plum Travelers, Aussie, awesome, oi, oi, oi. Nice. Malcolm saying, and just a note on the Australia-New Zealand thing, both of us need the other as neighbors. It's the big brother, little brothers thing. No harm is meant anyway. We're fully aware of that, Malcolm.
I hope everybody is. Yeah, just play and it's just fun.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, it's nothing too serious. And
if you have come in, wandered into the live stream, please put a little say something in the chat so that we know you're here and we can welcome you.
Please do, please do. Again, this is an interactive live stream, so we're not just going to sit here and rattle off stories to you while you just listen.
Maybe I will.
We want you to be part of the conversation, and we're going to discuss it.
Yes.
Whatever you have to say. Malcolm saying here, look up ANZAC. You will find we have each other's back. Oh, yeah. I'm not doubting that, Malcolm. Let's see here. Ilana saying we have a friendly rivalry, but we are bros across the ditch. Yeah. See, that's the way I kind of had it in mind, the way it was. Hey, look who's here. Steffi Chache is in the house.
Hi.
Welcome in, Steffi. Fantastic to have you here. Please tell our own Minister of Demographics, Malcolm. Oh, I see Kimberly is just pointing to another comment of yours, just a little bit down, that you're from the Philippines. Fantastic. So is Verna B. You may already know her. I'm not sure, but Verna B, who's also in our live stream, she's from the Philippines too. So that's great. Malcolm saying that Stephen Adams is a great basketballer. I don't know too much about basketball. I know you throw it in a hoop and that gives you points.
He's a little more about soccer.
Well, again, Netherlands, Europe. Europe is soccer crazy. If Rafael is out there still, I doubt it.
He better not be.
He better not be.
Him and his wife are in a hotel. If he's watching our live stream, he's going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, I'm going to throw his rear end out like the Dutch through the Spanish house back in the 17th century. That's exactly right. Anne Handley is going to call it a night. See you all Wednesday for our next visit. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Anne.
As always, a pleasure to have you here. And we're very much looking forward to having you again next Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yeah.
Runaway Arvina saying, sometimes I just listen. Hey, yeah, you can certainly do that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
New York City Rock saying it is. I have a bestie from Queensland, Australia, and I need to visit her one day. Hey, go.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you should go. Let's see, what else is going on? Some meetings, some greetings, some people wishing and good night. That is good. Plum Travelers are saying that the Philippines is the #1 on our bucket list. That's great.
Well, you know what? It has really, truly climbed on our list as well.
Yes, absolutely. Not in the last place because of the many friends we have made that are in the Philippines, like Verna B. Steffi Chache is in there right now. So yes, it has certainly been climbing, and we've been watching more videos about the Philippines, and it really, really looks beautiful there. And I heard the snorkeling is fantastic. That scores big points with me. And I'm curious to the food too. Seems like they know how to cook in the Philippines. Jess is asking here, where are we based? We are in Pennsylvania, United States, the western part of Pennsylvania. Margaret, soccer is the only real football. It's in the name football. Yes, that is right. That is right. Malcolm saying, Niels, football. An example like Glasgow and Celtic. Yes, Actually, yeah, I know. But after living in the United States for some 7 years almost, my English is rather American at this point. Let's see here. I think I answered that question. Let me see. Yeah, I answered that one. Danny is saying my favorite all-time soccer players is Arjen Robben.
Ian.
I think it's Arjen.
Really? 'Cause
Robben
that's
is
Ian.
is a Dutch soccer player who comes out for Bayern Munich.
Oh,
Yeah, that's cool, Danny. That's really cool.
I got to see one of their matches.
Yes, you did. Nick D, do men play soccer? I only recognize the Women's World Cup win. I know in the United States it isn't necessarily perceived to be a guy sport, but in Europe it most definitely is. Let's see here. Plum Traveler saying that New York is also on the list. Yeah. Then again, if you haven't been there yet, for sure, how can it not be? Jess is saying yes, the Philippines is beautiful. Yeah, that from what I have seen, seriously, it really is. Ilana is saying excellent snorkeling and whale sharks in the Philippines. Whale sharks. Is that the ones you swim with or the ones you really stay away from? I mean, I know there is sharks out there that are fairly harmless and you can actually swim with them without a problem. But then there is the ones that literally eat everything, like the tiger sharks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they
If you
only eat the
were,
car.
if you throw in a car, for instance, they will try to eat the car. That's really unbelievable, but that's what I read about it. Yeah, then it's in the plans to go. Yeah, I'm liking to see all these travel plans that are being made here. That's really good. Runaway RV nesters, that almost sounded like Transylvania. Yeah, we get that a lot.
That is on the list too.
Yeah, Transylvania is actually in Romania,
And
which
it's
is
really
in,
high on my list.
in the east of Europe, and we really want to go. We actually looked into
Yeah, I
doing a
was
trip to
looking at a
Romania,
trip. Yeah.
and it took you like to a big part of the country, and all these excursions were to take place in different spots, and it looked really interesting. I don't rule out that we are going to do that
Including
sometime.
Dracula's castle.
Yes, including Dracula's castle. Yeah. Emily is going to say good night, exhausted from work today, but had a wonderful time today. Hey, that's great, Emily. I'm glad to hear that. Good night.
Good night, Emily.
And until next time. Plum Travelers then saying it's actually cheaper for us to fly to New York City than it is to see my kids who live in New Mexico. We live on the west coast of Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the interesting part. That sometimes if you live closer to another country, then a destination within your own country can technically be further away. Danny is saying, hey, we went on a tour of Allianz Arena when we were in Munich. Awesome place. Yeah, been there, done that, Danny. Been to the Allianz Arena and actually watched the game in there. So, and indeed, it is a wonderful, wonderful place.
Let's do another question.
In a little bit.
I want to do another question.
I see some newcomers here. I want to say hi to them. Here, look here. LOL Gamer 250.
Hi.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Big shout out to you. Please let everyone know where you're from. We have here our own personal Minister of Demographics, Malcolm, who is keeping track of the countries that have visited us today. Margaret is saying we have a friendly rivalry in our house. My husband is a huge NFL fan, been to many games, and my son and I are huge soccer fans. He played competitive in high school. Makes for interesting weekends.
It does.
No doubt it does, Margaret. That's great. Let's see here. Ilana is saying that the whale sharks are harmless. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Now that you mention it, Ilana, yeah, I remember seeing something about it, that it was whale sharks. Runaway RV nesters is clarifying here that the dangerous ones are the great whites.
Those are real dangerous.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Those are the ones the Jaws movies were.
Those go after humans indeed. Ilana is saying that her grandmother was from Romania. Oh, there you go. Nice. I did not realize that. That's good to know. NYC Rocks saying good night to everyone. That's been lovely. See you at the Cruisathon. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. That's really cool of you guys to stop by in our live stream tonight. So
we appreciate it.
Yeah, very much enjoyed your company, and I'm sure we'll see you around tomorrow during the Cruisathon at some point. So we hope to see you again in our live streams too.
Wednesdays and Friday nights.
Yeah. So good night.
Good night.
All right, let's see. Ilana also saying, I went to look for Nessie in Scotland. Yeah, Nessie. also better known as the monster of Loch Ness. Malcolm saying, when it comes to the NFL, go the Packers. You would not make much friends in our area with that saying, Malcolm.
This is Steeler country.
It's a Steeler country. Yep. They and the Steelers a while back got some seasons ago. I remember they got defeated by the Packers in the Super Bowl final. So yeah.
You know what was weird? One time I went to Mexico and we were in Costa Maya, and we went to the little port there, and they had shops set up with all Steelers stuff, and I'm like, this is weird.
Well, was that during a time when Steelers were performing really well?
It must have been. I don't know, but there was all Steelers stuff.
Oh. Let's see. Malcolm is saying here all sharks have teeth.
Yes.
Yeah, in the end, yes, they do, Malcolm.
Well, you know what it comes down to is, and I've said this before, any animal will bite you if you make it mad, including people.
Yeah, I
but
suppose
it's
that's true. NYC Rocks saying that has been fun. I'm glad to hear that. That's good. Ilana saying we had a fatal shark attack last week in Australia. It was a great white. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. When I used to game a lot, I gamed with a lot of Aussies. And they said that the only people that went in the water at the beaches were the tourists because the Aussies were smart enough not to go in. Now, the guys that I gamed with lived in Adelaide.
Yeah, there was a lot of them living in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they're gonna be here for the next one. Awesome. Plum Travelers favors the Seahawks. All right. Malcolm saying is that because they steal everything.
That's nice.
Good one. What team we like? Is that soccer or is that football? When it comes to football, I mean, we're embracing the region here, of course. So
Steelers.
I mean, we're not big into football, but if we were to pick a team,
you know who I like in soccer?
Who?
I like St. Pauli.
St. Pauli in Germany.
I do.
Little tiny team.
I do. I like St. Pauli beer too.
St. Pauli is like this crazy soccer team, and they have like a little beer train driving around in the stadium that goes over the stands.
But I like St. Pauli beer too.
Oh yeah, that's good. When it comes to soccer, I am a Feyenoord supporter. Mm-hmm. But that's my team from the Netherlands. And when it comes to other countries, I like Bayern Munich, I like Barcelona, I like Inter Milan from Italy. Those are nice teams.
We got to see a match in England too, an Arsenal match.
Yes, we did. We watched a game of Arsenal. Yeah, that's correct. Margaret, Seahawks, really? I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Oh, boy. Here come the football rivalries. Oh, boy. Plum Traveler saying, it is the closest NFL to me in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Okay, yeah, that would explain it, yeah. Well, you know what's interesting? In the Netherlands, there is certain, how shall I put it, fan collaborations almost of befriended supporters, I would say, from both teams. And you particularly notice this in like the border regions. So there is this one team in the south called Roda JC, in the far deep south of the Netherlands, and they are friends with a German team by the name of Alemannia Aachen. And both supporters have been known to visit each other's games, and yeah, it's really a neat thing. Malcolm actually likes Adelaide. He says there's a nice place there.
Like I said, that's where a lot of the guys were from.
Yeah. Anthony saying football. Ilana, Aussie rules, football rocks. There you go. Runaway of Venus is asking, do you know anything about the heights inside of cruise ships not being able to accommodate people that are a height of 6'9"?
You know what? I don't think you're going to have any problems like in the hallways and things like that.
Yeah, but in the bathroom.
Okay, the bathrooms, Neil 6'3". And
the bathroom ceilings are a little low on me.
But you can stand up.
Oh yeah, I can stand up. But 6'9", that's half a foot taller than I am. That's a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think you've ever had any problems anywhere to say that you felt that it was close.
No, I wouldn't. No, not for me. No, but again, that's like half a foot taller. That's a lot.
The one thing I would say you might have problems with, depending on, would be the beds.
Yeah, that's right. the beds might not be long enough for you. But if you want to be sure, I would call the individual cruise lines and inquire about that. Maybe they do.
Or if there's a cruise you're interested in going on, like if you're interested in going on our group cruise with us, I mean.
Yeah, then Kimberly can inquire
Yeah,
for you. Yeah,
I will
absolutely.
definitely inquire
Yeah.
for you. That's
Yeah.
not a problem.
But that's actually a good question. Might be beneficial to some other people in here too.
Yeah.
So thank you for asking that. Plum Travel saying Vancouver Whitecaps for soccer. There you go. Danny is saying Bayern Munich and the Scotland Rangers are my favorite teams. I have family from Germany and Scotland. Okay, well that explains it then. Nice. Let's see here. Solo Blu-ray review. Okay.
Okay.
Review about what, Nick? Malcolm saying to Alana, never Carlton watched highlights of Pies versus Tigers this morning. There you go. Darian saying Florida Gators and of course Bayern Munich. Yeah. The Bayern Munich I could have predicted for you, Darian. Let's see. See some favorite teams being exchanged here now. Hey, look who's in the house. Calix Pro Dancer. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Where are you from?
Yes, please do let everyone know where you're from. Big shout out to you. And I do believe it is your first time in here.
Yeah.
So just so you know, this is an interactive live stream. That means that we want to talk with you and not just to you. So we want you to be part of the conversation. So if there's anything, any plans you have made for the weekend to do, or you have travel coming up or a trip coming up, please do let us know. We want to hear. Darian saying Florida Gator football. Ilana saying there were highlights at Malcolm Hogan. Nice. Malcolm saying at 5'6", I don't have problem with ceilings. No, you won't then, Malcolm. That is very true. Calix Pro Dancer greeting everyone. Nice. Plum Travelers at 6'2". Yeah, that's tall too. Let's see here. Colleagues thanking us for the greeting and the shout out, I'm sure. Nice, good. Malcolm saying to Alana, rusty and I don't like crowd noise. See, that is what I like about soccer games. There has to be, particularly when a goal is scored in soccer and have the whole stadium explode like that, tens of thousands of people. I think that's neat. Runaway RVing is saying, my son-in-law said that because my daughter wants to cruise. Oh, okay, all right. That would explain that then. Anthony saying for the GC, do you need to pay for the excursions ahead of time, Kim?
Well, if you decide, well,
GC being the group cruise.
Yeah, you can, but I don't think you would have to. The thing is, we don't have anything planned as far as what we're doing with the group, with the excursions yet.
Right, yeah.
So we're just in the process of seeing who wants to go.
Yeah, that is the first step. First, we need to know who definitely wants to go,
and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
Because right now, I mean, I have the rooms blocked, and when people start telling me they're interested and they want to book rooms and we can start getting deposits down, then we can work everything else out.
Correct, yeah. Margaret is saying, I took my son to a Real Madrid versus Manchester United when I toured the US. Best game ever. Yeah, those are two superpowers in soccer, even though Manchester United has not been performing as great as they have in the past, the last some years. But I actually had the privilege of watching the Champions League final back in 2010 between Bayern Munich and Inter Milan. That was truly a game to behold. Bayern Munich was, I remember, they were full on the offense, and really it seemed like they were going to go in it for the win. And then Inter Milan came in with a couple of razor-sharp counterattacks, and yeah, then it was a done deal. Nick D saying, I retracted my statement because I was in another browser searching things, but it got read anyway. It happens, it happens. Then he's saying to Malcolm, we like both, we are Catholic, but our relatives in Glasgow are not. Oh, yeah, in Glasgow, that is still a thing, with the Rangers being more the Protestant side and Celtic more being the Catholic side. So, okay, we're all caught up on the comments. Let's throw in another question.
Yes, let's.
Let's see here. So we asked that one. Oh, yeah, I want to ask this one. Very simple, but I'm very curious to your answers here. What are your top 3 reasons to travel?
Yes.
Top 3 reasons to travel. I'm very curious who is going to say what here. And in the
Actually,
meantime, I'm gonna go over some more comments here. Anthony Simone asking if that's water that you're drinking.
it is this, which is
There you go.
sparkling water, and it is strawberry cucumber.
And then
Smells like
Ilana,
strawberries.
don't shove that in my face.
But
I
you
know
can
it
smell
smells like it. Ilana saying, I've been to Manchester United and Barcelona in my travels. They are well oiled machines. Yeah. Barcelona in particular, still to this day. Yeah. Malcolm saying, last time in London, went to a lower league game with 24 people watching. Southend Manor, great club. There you go. Verna letting us know that she is still there. That's awesome. That is really cool. Thank you so much, Verna, for all your support. We really appreciate that. Anthony saying, have you done a steamboat cruise?
No, I have not.
Isn't the Gateway Clipper in Pittsburgh a steamboat?
No.
Well, maybe we'll have to do that at some point. Darian is saying spaghetti ice, food, spaghetti ice. Those are his 3 reasons to travel. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That is what your picture is too, right, Darian? Island Vlogs is in the house. How are you guys doing? Hey,
welcome back.
welcome. Yeah, we have seen you in our live stream before,
Yeah.
so do let everyone know, for those who are new here, where you're from, and that way our own Minister of Demographics can add you to the list. Megan is saying for her 3 reasons to travel: food, wines, and new cultures.
Yes.
Excellent reasons, Megan.
Yes.
Malcolm is saying seeing the world, spending time with the wife, love transport of all kinds. Okay, yeah, I can see that. And yeah, the transport of all kinds, we're kind of all about that too.
Yeah.
Then he is saying 1, memories, 2, education, 3, strengthen the family bond. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, it does.
That's right. Then he is heavily oriented on the family part of traveling. And yeah, I can totally see that. Ilana says that she loves learning about different cultures, food, and broadening horizons. Okay.
Yes.
So for Ilana, it is a lot about development, self-development, and education. And nice. Plum Travelers are saying for them, it is to see all the beautiful people and places around the world, memories, and food.
Yeah,
nice.
food.
Yeah.
It's good.
Food is a recurring topic, and that's what I will always tell people that have food channels. If we end up talking to each other, that food and travel go hand in hand. I see Midlife Gracie has joined us. Welcome, welcome. That's great.
Good to
Midlife
see
Gracie
you.
has joined us. Big shout out to you. Good evening, good evening. Let's see.
We were just talking about the top 3 reasons why you travel.
Yeah, surely you got some of your own, so please do let us know. Anthony Simone saying that the steamboat goes out of New Orleans. Okay. Runaway RV nesters, their 3 reasons are knowledge, curiosity, and just getting away. Good ones.
Good
Absolutely.
reasons.
Let's see if any other reasons have been mentioned. Hey, look here. Rob Black AF is in the house too.
Hi.
Welcome in. And he jumps in right away into the conversation. That is fantastic, Rob. I really like your style here. That's great. So for your reasons are 1, is the food, 2, the entertainment, 3, beautiful women. There you
Nothing
go.
wrong with that.
No, absolutely not. Nice. For Richie and Vanessa travel, it is to experience new cultures, eat delicious food, see the beauty that our earth has to offer.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah, great ones. Let's see if we have any more ones. For Anthony Simone, seeing new places, 2, food and drinks, 3, different excursions. Yeah. Food and drinks is like in everyone's almost, I've noticed. That's really a big, but then again, a lot of that is like integrated with culture too. Food is culture and culture is food, in my opinion. Nick D is saying here, for his reasons to travel: 1, alternative culture, weird museums found on sites like Atlas Obscura; 2, food; and 3, bragging rights.
That's awesome.
I have been there.
Yeah.
Nice, I like that. That's great. All right. So, what are your top 3 reasons?
Top 3 reasons why I travel. Number 1, I love to learn.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love people. For me, a big part of traveling is meeting new people.
So would you call that culture?
Yeah, I guess people and culture kind of it all kind of goes together. But really, truly, I like to get to know people from all over the place. And there's nothing better to me like when we're in Germany and you sit down in a beer hall, and before you know it, you're talking to a group of people that you didn't know 2 minutes ago, and you're all having a good time, and you're all drinking a beer, and you're all talking about where you've been.
Oh yeah.
And to me, that is just such a big part of travel.
Right.
And of course, I mean, I do like food.
Oh yeah, of course, naturally. Anthony Simone asking us if we drink. Yes, we do, but not very often. Not as well frequent as some others.
Yeah, I mean, we do drink.
I actually had a beer with dinner tonight.
Yeah.
But we're not like heavy drinkers.
Yeah.
Midlife Crazy's top 3 reasons is to get away from work, spend time with Sweetie, and consume copious amounts of alcohol. There you go. So that.
Oh, just so you know,
What?
our group cruise that we're going to be doing is going to be coming to California.
There you go. Yep. Danny is reminding everyone about the cruiseathon that's going to be taking place tomorrow. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that, Danny. Malcolm to Anthony saying, funny you should ask, just poured myself a beer. There you go. Runaway or Venus is saying that in Tokyo there's a toilet museum. Oh, wow.
That is peculiar.
Yeah, that is. So
now I'm going to have to Google that.
The history of the toilet. Yeah,
I'm going to have to Google the toilet museum.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that.
Yeah.
So thank you for that suggestion.
So now when you want to know what we're doing tomorrow, we're Googling the toilet museum.
You know what? I'm not even going to be secretive about it. I'm writing it down.
Yeah.
Toilet Museum Tokyo. Toilet.
You know, Malcolm, I like doing that too, tasting beers from all over the place.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
We definitely do that when we travel. And, I mean, I do like wine. But to be perfectly honest, I tend to reach for a beer before I reach for a glass of wine.
There you go. Richie and Vanessa Treffel are going to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by, Richie and Vanessa.
Seeing you.
Always good seeing you indeed.
Hope to see you soon.
Yep. So you sleep well. Yes, that's what Malcolm was saying, tasting beers from around the world. I agree 100% with that. Runaway RV is saying, we have made so many friends in all of our travels. Yeah, that is a big part of it.
And I think that's too is why we like doing the live streams.
Yep.
Because we get to meet so many people and talk to so many people and interact with so many people. And with us being so stuck right now, it really does give you that kind of feeling.
Oh, for sure. And I've noticed too, this particularly happens when I watch videos about India. And I will say that India is a growing country on my list of places where to go. Because every time I see something really out of the ordinary and really beautiful, like a temple or something, it turns out to be in India. And then I post a comment and everything, and we've gotten several offers at this point that, hey, if you want to come to India, let us know. I can be your guide. I can show you around. And that we really, really like. That's awesome. Let's see here. Plum Travel's asking, your group cruise, is that the Los Angeles to Vancouver?
No, we're not doing Los Angeles to Vancouver. We're actually decided to do the Seattle to Seattle.
Yeah. So maybe you can tell a little bit more about the itinerary?
Yes, I can, if you would like.
Okay, you look that up. I'm going to go over some more comments in the meantime. Let's see. Nick D is telling Runaway RV Nesters that he may be going to Tokyo in the fall. We'll have to go there. I mean, to go to the museum, not the toilet. Nice, Nick. Good one. Good one. Malcolm is saying in Bruges there is a pub with 400 beers on the menu. Fantastic, and no, I didn't drink them all. Malcolm, I would not expect you to drink them all. I mean, that would be a little bit of a lot of beer, right? Let's see here. Mr. Joker Gaming, UK Gaming has joined us again. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
There he is, our friend from the United Kingdom.
I was wondering where you were.
Yeah, sooner or later, Mr. Joker always pops in. Big shout out to you, my friend. For those of you not yet acquainted to Mr. Joker UK, our friend from the gaming community, and has actually become a regular in our live stream.
Oh, so Malcolm, you have to add UK. He's UK, right?
Yeah, Mr. Joker is from the UK.
Yeah. So we have to add the UK to the list of countries?
That's right. Yes, that's
Where
right.
are you from in the UK?
Yeah, is it England, Wales, Scotland? What part? Runaway RV Nester was saying in Taipei there is a restaurant where they serve you food in a toilet. My husband was too chicken to do it.
Yeah, I'm
What?
not doing that either. There's something wrong about it.
Serve you food in a toilet?
Okay, the food's in the toilet or you're sitting on toilet.
Yeah, how does this work?
None of that sounds good to me. It's just bizarre.
Wow. Mr. Joker is saying that he's from Liverpool in England. All right, nice, nice. And Malcolm immediately says, added England. Fantastic job, Malcolm. Awesome.
Okay. Now this is the itinerary that we're going to do.
All right.
And I do have rooms blocked off in this. So if you're interested in coming with us, let me know. I'd be happy to include you. Okay, let's see. It starts in Seattle. It goes to Astoria, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco, California.
That I want to see real bad. Golden Gate Bridge.
Monterey, California. Victoria, Canada. And Seattle, Washington. And this is on the Emerald Princess. And it goes on May 1st. Now, the reason why there were a couple different ones, and the reason why I thought this one was good is because of the excursions looked fantastic to me. The other one that went from LA to Canada, it was technically, they called it wine country, but this is too, although it's called the Pacific, and this one actually, the excursions had more wine excursions than the other cruise did.
So it's going to be a bit of a wine cruise.
Yeah, but you know what, though, too? There's all kinds of different excursions. They were really nice, and I thought it might be easier for people to go to Seattle. And to be honest, Seattle's been on me and Neil's list for a long time.
Yes, it has been.
So we're probably going to fly in probably 3 days early at least.
Yeah, more than likely.
And do some touring of Seattle.
Yeah. Anthony is asking, is there Los Angeles on the list? I don't think so.
No, San Francisco.
No. Malcolm is saying here that Liverpool is well worth a visit. Well, speaking of which, Mr. Joker, I have a question for you. If someone was to travel to Liverpool, what would you recommend for them to see? Very curious what you would recommend.
Other than your back garden.
Yeah, other than your back garden. Nice. So yeah, that is as far as our itinerary is concerned.
Yes.
Here.
Emerald Princess. And they do have the Princess Plus, so that will include the drinks, the gratuities, and the Wi-Fi, the good Wi-Fi, actually.
There you go. Plum Travelers are saying that Seattle is 3 hours from Vancouver.
So you could just drive.
You could basically drive there, yeah.
And get on the boat with us. That sounds fantastic.
The ship, Kimberly, the ship. Anthony Simone, are you renting a car in Seattle?
I don't know yet, hon. I just don't know.
I will say this. If public transport is available, we're more than likely going to use public transport. Malcolm saying in Liverpool, he would recommend a Beatles taxi tour. All right. Yeah, I could see if you're like a Beatles fan or something. That would be very interesting, no doubt. Megan with a question for me. Most underrated destination in Europe that you have visited? Probably gonna say Andorra. For those of you not familiar with Andorra, it is a very tiny country at the border between France and Spain. And it is really tiny. So on a normal map of Europe, you're probably not even going to notice it. But it is situated right in the Pyrenees, the mountain range that separates France from Spain. And it is absolutely fantastic to go skiing. When you even approach Andorra in wintertime, the scenery is second to none. It's some of the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen. Nature is fantastic. Andorra itself is a very nice place to just be, actually, and it's wonderful.
I'd recommend Texel.
Okay, Texel is a Dutch island off of the coast of North Holland, the province of North Holland. It is the biggest island that the Netherlands has, and many tourists from Germany and Belgium will go there too. You can take a ferry from basically the tip of North Holland to Texel, and there's a lot to see and to do there. And there's some beautiful beaches. They're not really tropical beaches, but they're
No,
interesting,
but
and
they're
it's
nice.
nice. It's nice, and it never gets too hot there. Let's see. Nick D is saying, I bet there are a dozen Beatles attractions in Liverpool. Yeah, and that's what Mr. Joker is saying too here. Beatles taxi tour is great. All right. So everyone that is familiar with Liverpool, including Mr. Joker who lives there, recommends the Beatles taxi tour. Nice. Anthony Simone is saying, go to the Space Needle in Seattle. It's on the list.
Yep.
For sure. Plum Travelers are saying we fly out of Seattle every time we travel in the USA. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, given where you're living. Yeah. Anthony Swan saying, and the gum wall. Okay. Malcolm is saying that Newcastle in the UK is underrated. Okay. So what makes you say that, Malcolm? What have you done / experienced in Newcastle that makes you say that? Anthony saying, and the Pike Market and the first Starbucks.
I
Yeah.
guess that's there too, huh?
Yeah, we may have to pay that a visit. Yeah. Megan saying here, yes, Neil, want to do all the micronations in Europe. Have only done Liechtenstein. Ah, yeah, that's another small one. Yeah. Yeah, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, San Marino, all those smaller countries, they truly have a lot to offer. And they often tend to get overlooked because of the bigger countries that they're surrounded by that have their own fame. I mean, Monaco, of course, all the way in the south is surrounded by France. Well, France obviously has plenty to offer itself. And if you look at San Marino, surrounded by Italy, it's a no-brainer right there. Welcome to Anthony. Wife cried when we got to the Cavern Clun in Liverpool. All right. Mr. Joker saying there are lots of great things about Liverpool City. Mention some, Mr. Joker. You're getting me curious about Liverpool at this point. So I'm very curious what else you would recommend to see or to do or to experience. I would be very interested. So hopefully Mr. Joker is going to give us some more suggestions. And in the meantime, I think we can do one more question for tonight. Okay. All right. Yeah, this would be a nice one to close the evening with. Did you ever get lost while traveling and found a place by accident that you actually really ended up liking? And so what was that place? Very curious. So a place that you found by accident when you were lost while traveling that you really ended up liking. Dennis Acosta in the house. Welcome in, my friend. That's great. So please tell everyone where you're from. I do believe this is your first time in our live stream, so welcome. Big shout out to you. And just so you know, this is a live stream where we try to include everyone in the conversation. We are not just sitting here and rattling off stories one after another while you just sit there and slowly fall asleep. Our stories are just as important as your own. We want to hear from your travel experiences, what you've been up to, and what you plan on doing.
He's from Taiwan.
Dennis Acosta is from Taiwan. That is awesome. Malcolm, you know what to do. I think it is time for an update. Malcolm, we need an update of countries that have visited our live stream tonight. I'm very curious. Plum Traveler saying that it is bedtime. Good night, all awesome live tonight. Thank you so much, guys.
Good night.
Always
well,
enjoy your company. So you sleep well, and until next time. Thank you for joining us. Anthony Simone saying, and go to the Amazon Go in Seattle. The Amazon Go? Is that an Amazon to go? How does that work? Dennis giving us a shout out back. Nice. Thank you so much for that. Anthony saying the gumball is you could stick a pick of chewed gum on the wall.
Okay.
That sounds a little nasty. Nick D is saying that Newcastle has a vampire rabbit. What? A vampire rabbit. So the rabbit has bat wings? How does this work? Megan saying that she wants to go to the Albanian Riviera. It's a cheaper version of Greece or Croatia. I feel like Albania will get so popular in the next few years. Excuse me. Yeah, so what we have seen in recent years is that the eastern part of Europe is truly on the rise in terms of tourism. So Croatia is among them. I would not be surprised, Megan, if indeed, as you say, Albania will be next in line. Romania is, I think, also gaining popularity. And it's good to see that people are widening their horizons and not just limiting themselves to grand favorites such as Italy, France, and Germany. So that's always good to see. Malcolm saying not on the tourist route and an interesting accent about Newcastle. Okay, that's good to know. Runaway Arvina saying Google that gumball. It looks gross to me. Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to be Googling gumball and toilet museum.
Gumballs and toilet museum. It's going to be a gross session for me and you. So let's see here. Farm Travelers giving a heart. Thank you very much for that. Malcolm saying Vienna got on a tram to see where it went and ended up at a theme park called Prater. Okay. So what was that theme park like, Malcolm? Verna saying three. Three what? Three what? Tell us. Sandra saying, hello, how are you guys?
Hello.
Hey, welcome in, Sandra. Another newcomer. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Please do tell everyone where you are from. We would like to know. And if you have any travel stories, please do share them with us. Giving us a thumbs up. Yeah, you know what? While we're at it, if you have not given us a thumbs up yet, we would greatly appreciate that.
Yes.
We are slowly but surely getting towards the end of this live stream. So now would be a good time to hit those thumbs up if you're enjoying yourself here. Sandra immediately shouting out to everyone. Nice. Sharing the love. That's always a good thing, Sandra. Thank you so much for that. Malcolm saying here for an update. So we have Taiwan, England, Kenya, Canada, Pakistan, Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, and the USA. All of these countries have been represented today in our live stream. That is 9 right there. That's fantastic. Darian is saying, while in the US Army in Germany, I got drunk in Schweinfurt and I caught a train to go home, and I woke up in Munich during Oktoberfest back in 1988.
Oh, that was a good place to wake up.
Hey, Darian, that could have ended a lot worse.
And you just do it all over again. Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse there, Darian. Nick D is saying that he got lost in London in the middle of the night and he was very happy that he found a cab at that hour so he could go home. Yeah, I bet. Nick D also explaining what a vampire rabbit is. It's a menacing gargoyle, basically. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Anthony saying that Seattle has a bug museum. All right. So is that kind of like a butterfly sanctuary then, but then with bugs? Is that what I have to envision here?
I think they're dead.
Yeah, they might be.
There'll be a museum of dead bugs. I don't think it's
Anthony, are they like live bugs or dead bugs? Malcolm is saying that he has, let's see, I'm figuring that's Estonia, Liechtenstein, Hungary, and Croatia on the next year's trip. Nice. That seems like a great itinerary, Malcolm. Sandra is saying that she is here in the United States. Hey, that's great. That's great. So, Sandra, do you have anything planned for the weekend, or you have any travels that you're considering? Then please do share with us. We'd like to know. Darian saying that he has now been to Munich countless times. Did you end up there the same way countless times, Darian? Is that what you mean? Megan saying, don't go to Morocco without Google Maps. You will get lost. Megan, you sound like someone who's speaking from experience here. Ilana saying, we have the big prawn, big banana, big pineapple, and big sheep. A lot of big things out there in the land down under. Yeah, good to know. Anthony is saying here that there are live bugs in the window like an aquarium and a butterfly too. Oh, see, so it is kind of like a sanctuary. So what is, did you ever get lost somewhere? You drove into something and like, oh, this is actually really nice here.
Just when I was a kid.
Where? Where did you go?
We didn't travel much. It was in Ohio.
Okay, hold on. Danny is leaving here. Gonna head to bed. Thanks for the great night, everyone. Great stream as always, my friends. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Hey, Danny, thank you so much for modding, my friend. And we will certainly pop by tomorrow. So you go get some sleep, all right? Thanks for saying thanks for joining us tonight.
No, actually, I think I talked about it before. It's when we went to SeaWorld and my father got lost.
Yeah.
And then we ended up going to Cedar Point.
What is Cedar Point?
An amusement park.
Okay. So you may as well. So you basically just made use of the situation.
We got lost. We ended up there, and then we stayed another night or two, and we went to another amusement park.
See, I'm thinking of Leesburg in Virginia.
All that, but we didn't get to stay there.
No, we didn't get to stay there, but we were on our way to the Washington D.C. airport, so Washington Dulles, which is technically situated in the state of Virginia. And well, we took a wrong turn somewhere and ended up in a lovely little town. And I believe it was called Leesburg. It was very, very nice there. It's like kind of like wine country there in Virginia, like sloping hills and beautiful nature and scenery. It was really nice there. And the town was just very vivid, had all kinds of things going on. Very lively town.
Yeah.
Anthony Simone wants to go to Cedar Point, and he loves SeaWorld.
Well, there's SeaWorld in Florida now, but there's no SeaWorld in Ohio anymore.
No?
No.
Ah. All right, I think it's getting towards the time to wrap it up.
Is it?
Yeah, you've been on here 2 hours.
That's kind of short.
Since when is that short?
It's kind of short.
Why?
I guess we can wrap it up.
Well, what else? I mean, do you have anything else? You want to do one more question?
Can we do one more question?
All right, one more question then before we wrap it up. Just one more. Let's have a look here. All right, this might be an easy one. Which country's beer or wine do you like the most? So if you're more of a beer person, what country's beer? If you're more of a wine person, what country's wine? Or both for that matter. Let's see here. Megan is asking me a question. Did you ever visit the United States before meeting Kim? Yes, although that was a very long time before I got to meet her. I was a little boy back then, basically, and the reason that happened was that my parents had acquaintances in the United States from Long Island, and I do believe in Minnesota as well. And yeah, that's how I got to see New York for the first time, New York City. And I still to this day can kind of remember what it was like to stand there on the 86th floor of the Empire State Building overlooking the scenery of New York City. And that left an impression. I really, really enjoyed those trips to the United States as a little boy. Anthony Simone is not agreeing with that it's time to wrapping it up. So he's saying last time you went till 3.
I know. It was late though.
Yeah, it was. Good night from Woodstock. So, in response to the question we asked, so what is your favorite beer or wine? What country has your favorite beer or wine? Danny is saying Germany, of course. A gallon for about $3. Okay, good night for real this time. LOL.
Good night.
Nice, Danny. Good night. Let's see here. Malcolm is saying Guinness from Ireland, world's best beer.
I have a question.
Kimberly loves Guinness.
I do love Guinness. But does it taste different in Ireland? Because I don't care what anybody says. When you go to Mexico and you have Sol beer in Mexico, because I do like Sol beer, but it tastes way different than it does when you buy a case of Sol beer here in the United States. So what I'm wondering is there a difference with the Guinness when you drink it in Ireland versus when you get it, somewhere else? At least your opinion.
In the meantime, Nick D is saying here that he loves whatever is local. If I'm in Australia, I want local beer and wine. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, sure. Nick D is saying same with Germany, Austria, etc., etc. Okay, that makes sense. Megan Morris is saying for beer, Czech and Belgian, wine, Australia, Argentina, California, Spain, France. Too many to list. So ultimately, Megan, are you more of a wine person then? Anthony Simone loves Guinness. Verna is still hanging in there. Thank you. Thank you so much, Verna. Anthony's saying, I only had Guinness on a cruise ship.
Okay.
So what country would you say? Ultimately, when the chips are done, beer, wine, what would you pick?
I like beer. I do like my beer. And I like my German beers. I do. But I think a lot depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Okay.
And what I'm eating. Because if I'm having a hearty stew, I like my Guinness.
Right, right.
If I'm having a rice meal, I like a lighter beer.
Yeah.
But I do like my Corona beer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But ultimately, for me, it's gotta be. I'm a beer traditionalist. I like my beer just basic, without too much frou-frou. I like just real beer. So I'm gonna have to go with the German beers that are brewed according to the German purity law for beers, that it can only have certain ingredients. That's what I like.
Now, when I do drink wine, I do like sparkling wines. I do like sweeter white wines.
Yeah, wine's gotta be sweet. I do agree with you on that one. Country-wise, I tend to gravitate towards Spanish and Italian wines.
You know what I really like?
What?
And it's not beer or wine. I like amaretto.
Ah, that would be more of a spirit.
Yeah, but I do
Yeah,
like it.
yeah.
I like Kahlua too.
What's Malcolm saying here? I have had Guinness in a lot of countries. I have found it very consistent. It's all about the pouring of it. I've trained people to pour it. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, pouring beer and yeah, Guinness perhaps in particular, it's not something that goes without any thought, from what I have understood.
Malcolm.
If you want to do it right, that is.
Malcolm, really?
What?
Look what he wrote.
Not allowed. Well, we try to support this particular brewery. Let's see here. Megan is saying, I don't discriminate towards any beer, wine, or spirit. Hey, yeah, of course, ultimately, we'll have a little bit of everything, but when the chips are really, really, really down.
It's always fun. When we visit the Netherlands and we go see Neil's grandma, when we go see Oma, it's funny because she doesn't really speak any English.
Nope.
And
she'll just gesticulate to you with like bottles
Yeah.
of wine or whatever.
and me and Oma usually do a couple of shots. We have a little coffee and a couple of
Yeah,
shots.
there you go.
Usually like Tamari or something like that.
Darian is clarifying here that the purity law is talking about is the German purity law of 1516. Yes, exactly right, Darian. That's what I'm talking about. Malcolm saying, try to find a New Zealand wine and let me know what you think. Yeah, I know Australia and New Zealand are also known for their wine.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Nick D says here, scientists released a study earlier this year that claims that Guinness really is better in Ireland. Yeah, see, that is one of those things. That's what Kimberly was just saying.
But I said it about Mexican beer. Okay.
But I can see that it would also be applicable to Ireland.
Yeah, that's
or
why
anywhere.
I asked. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
See, what happened was I was on a cruise and I was with my son and my mom. And me and my mom had sold beer in Mexico. And it was so good. And I had never had sold beer before. And then when we came back to the United States, I was at the distributor and they had sold beer and I bought a case of beer. And I come home with a case of beer because at that time, my parents actually had an apartment in my house. And I go into my mom's place with a case of beer and it's sold beer and we're all excited and it was cold, it was, in the refrigerator. And me and mom go out on the porch and we have our beer and we're all excited and we're like, oh, it's okay. And it wasn't, it just, and she's like, is it, because mom, like, it's like halfway through her beer and she's like, is it me? Or I'm like, no, why doesn't it taste the same? And I had it again in Mexico when me and Neil were there the one time and it does taste different to me.
Malcolm saying you're drinking a Spanish beer now, Estrella.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm familiar with Estrella.
I've not had that.
I'm not too wild about it, in all honesty. When it comes to Spain, I definitely prefer my wines.
I like sangria.
Particularly, sangria. I was just going to mention that.
We had sangria at our wedding.
We did. And the restaurant owner made it himself.
Yes.
It was really nice. Megan with another question for me. Is it true that Heineken in the Netherlands is a different and better formula than what you get abroad? I definitely think it tastes much better in the Netherlands. You're asking me about Heineken. Well, guess what, Megan? I am, and I'm going to say this politely, really not a fan of Heineken. and really, in capital letters and bold letters, really not a fan. When it comes to Dutch beer, I like a brand by the name of Trolls. You spell that Grolsch.
It's in a green bottle.
It comes in a green bottle, and it has, I would say, at the same time a fresher and a slightly more bitter taste to it, but it's really, really good. And I recommend that 1,000 times over Heineken for sure. I'm
I
really
don't
not a
mind
Heineken
Heineken.
fan, whether in the Netherlands or abroad. No Heineken
But here's
ever.
the thing. I'm going to say this too. When we were on the MSC cruise, they serve Heineken draft. And I've had Heineken on the MSC cruises, and it's good. And I've had it other places in bottles, and it's not as good. So I don't know why the MSC Heineken is better, but it is.
Well, that will be your assessment.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Have
drink
fun
it.
with your Heineken. Malcolm saying here, anyone know what country the water for Guinness comes from? I would presume Ireland, but I have a
Yeah.
feeling that's too easy.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Megan saying that Mexican beer is the best for warm weather, ultimate cool beach beer, but it is better in Mexico. I have noticed that Coronas are particularly good with a slice of lime in it.
Well, yeah, well, that was funny.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was decorative, and meanwhile I was supposed to.
And I pushed it,
pop
and
it
I
in.
pushed mine down in. And I'm like, why do you always take your lime out? And he's like, oh, you push yours down in there. I'm like, yeah, because it's good.
Anthony Simone is also a fan of sangria. Malcolm Hogan saying, I would not drink Heineken if you gave it to me. That's where I am at, Malcolm. That makes two of us, my friend. Anthony Simone, hashtag really not a fan.
No.
Exactly right. Megan saying, I've had a similar response from many Dutch people, kind of like no one in Australia actually drinks Fosters. There you go, yeah. County, not country.
Okay.
All right. County in Ireland. Donegal? Just a wild guess.
We have a Donegal near us.
I know, but that is Donegal, Pennsylvania. That is not Donegal, Ireland.
They used to have a buffet there. They don't have it anymore.
Oh, really? Ah,
It was very good.
what kind of buffet?
It had everything. It had all kinds of salads, really interesting salads, and all kinds of just really good stuff.
Oh, that's good. So let's see here. I think we are caught up with all the comments. I think it is time for us to.
You know what? Before
What?
we go, does anybody have any questions for us?
Yeah, this might be a good way to. Good time to throw that in. Malcolm saying here that the water for Guinness comes from the Wicklow Mountains. Ah, okay.
Ooh.
That's good info. Yeah, so if there are any questions you may have for us, now is the time to ask anything travel related. We'd love to answer you. Alana seems to be aware of that. The Wicklow Mountains just south of Dublin. Ah, okay, so that's where that is.
I want to go to Ireland.
Yeah. Anthony with the first question. Does it get cold in Pittsburgh in the winter? Oh,
Very.
yes.
Very cold.
It can, and not necessarily, but when it does, it gets wicked cold.
Yeah.
We're talking temperatures that you shouldn't be outside for longer than 5 minutes or you will start to get frostbite.
Yeah.
That's serious. Particularly with the wind chill, when that kicks in, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Although last few winters have been relatively mild.
The worst winter we've had in a lot of years was the first winter you lived here.
Yeah.
And it was horrible.
Oh.
We had 30 below zero with the wind chill factor.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, you couldn't go outside.
No.
I mean, you would freeze in 15 seconds. It was all bad.
Yes, we do get snow, but it is very inconsistent. So, for instance, this year we hardly had any for our standards, and then there have been years that we had complete whiteouts. So there is no telling really.
The one year we were getting, it's before he moved here, and the one year we just got so much snow, and it was they'd call for 5 inches. And no, you didn't get 5 inches, you got 20 inches. The kids were off school for weeks, and they finally said that the kids were going to go back to school, and they didn't realize that they had piled up all the snow on the sides of the roads where the bus stops were, so the kids had nowhere to stand to get the buses. So the kids ended up off school longer until they got all the snow removed from there. And I mean, we've had serious blizzards in this area.
Yes.
But then you have some winters that you get dustings, a couple of inches here and there. But we do get snow.
And one bizarre little fact about where we live when it comes to the weather is that we sometimes joke that we are the only state where you can very likely wear your swimming trunks and your winter coat all on the same day.
Yes.
There's no telling.
Nothing like a bikini and boots.
Megan asking here, planning any road trip or US beach trip this summer?
You know what? I don't know. The thing is, a lot's going to depend on what opens up and when and where.
Yeah.
Now we will go up to Seven Springs.
Oh yes. Oh, for sure.
Around here, and we do have friends in West Virginia.
Yeah, you might take a ride over there.
And we'll take a ride down. We'll go that way, and we usually end up with them stopping at a winery or two.
Yeah.
And probably do some things like that. I hope to get back to Europe actually before the cruise in October. What are you writing down? Something
that Nick D is saying here. Have you been to the House of Oddities or the Robot Hall of Fame in Pittsburgh?
No, actually I haven't.
See, that's why I'm writing that down, because it sounds interesting to me. The House of Oddities. That sounds like a destination for me and you. In the Robot Hall of Fame.
Oh no, I'm not driving to Seattle for the group cruise. That's across the whole country.
And Anthony is asking here, does it really get hot in the summer? Oh, yes,
the other day it was 95 degrees here.
Well, not quite 95.
It was 95.
Well, it was very hot. But yes, temperatures in the 90s, that's not unheard of. Malcolm saying it in Christchurch, it is at 42 degrees south, we get snow once about every 10 years. Wow. So it does get cold, but not quite that cold, huh? Let's see. Okay, we're all got up there. All right. Megan to Malcolm. We'll wait until I actually get to go to New Zealand to try any beers. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I think we're done.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. It's past 2 a.m. in the morning at this point.
And we worked today.
Yeah, it has been a great session, and no interruptions this time. Woohoo!
Oh, yay!
Yeah, so... and we had a lot of fun again.
Yes.
So.
And it's wonderful to talk to everybody.
Always.
And I appreciate y'all coming.
Yeah. I really like that not only are they coming over, they're staying actually.
Yes.
A great many anyway. So we really, really appreciate you guys. Always remember that.
Yes.
And
thanks for all your support.
Yes, thank you so much. If you haven't given us that thumb up yet, now would be a great time to do so. Indeed, yes, Malcolm, you are correct. No trolls. Yeah, that is right.
Wow. See, I just thought you were throwing them out real fast, Malcolm.
He might have. Megan, thanking us. You guys are great. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Megan. Really enjoyed your company tonight. Once more.
As always.
Yep.
Oh, Michelle, you.
Lana, it's been fun. Have a good night. Kim, you look lovely with your hair like that. There you go. See? Darian wishing us good night. Michelle, good night. And of course, if you are not yet connected with us, even though I do believe that all of you are.
Everybody here.
Yeah. But, and hey, if you know anyone who might be interested in these live streams every week, do let them know.
Please share them.
Please do share them. We do them every Wednesdays at 4 p.m. EST and every Friday, like today. Well, yesterday, today. But Fridays, 11:45 p.m. That's when we do our Night Owl edition. And yeah, we do them every week. So if you can think of any new potential fellow travelers, do bring them in.
Yeah, and make sure that you are connected with our community on Facebook.
Yeah, the To Travel and Tour community. Very easygoing Facebook page. Post your travel stuff in there, your pictures. Yeah, group. So Susan Morton thanking us too. Awesome. Thank you for your compliment. Malcolm wishing everyone a great week. Malcolm, thank you so much once again.
Helping, Malcolm.
Fulfilling the role of Minister of Demographics.
Yes,
you were great. You rocked
updates.
it. Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Michelle, thank you so much. You and Jay for the modding and for coming over too. Nick D was having a good time too. Great show. Good night, all. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. All right. So we are going to be working on our video about 5 fun facts and legends about Amsterdam, and next week, I think so.
We're doing Amsterdam?
No? I thought so.
Are we doing Amsterdam or are we doing London?
Maybe we'll have to discuss that later. Yeah, for once they did. It's about freaking time. All right. Until next time, I'm Neil.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is
To
Travel and Tour TV.
TV.
Have a good night
Bye-bye.
and enjoy your weekend.